Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again back to the Fast Family League Showdown. I am Rowdy Truck 16, and we are here at race number 9. As always, we will introduce our official for tonight, which is 4 Tough. This evening, we are going to have a couple of guys in the booth with me. I'm honored to have them here, and they are going to be by my side, Kid Dynamite, and the owner of the MAGA League. Sorry, my brain went kind of crazy there. You want to help me out, Trump?
BLM Trump 20.
That's right, BLM Trump 20. I apologize.
It's okay. I'm new to this commentating game too. We'll figure out how we go.
It's been a very long race, a very long week. So, without further ado, we're going to get right into our pre-race ceremonies. So, welcome back, and we are going to join qualifying here in just a minute. But before we do, let's introduce the starting lineup for each of our individual leagues here this evening, the Piston Cup and the Nasbros. BLM, what you got for us?
The Nasbro League's roster, we have the 8 cars in zero tolerance. The 14 car is going to be piloted by Nee Callie. The 3 will be piloted by Smokey 6119. The 1 by Twitter Finger 7. 9 car is going to be Zachary Plays SLL. The 21 by Garlic Bread Goat. The 22 by J Rister 24. The 10 by Elfiro Pinguo. The 5 by Ha Got 'em. And the 77 by Compliment Grab 28. Little short bio about the Piston or the Nasbros League. They're very new. They started out in 2020. Since day we got a bunch of guys that's getting close. They only have 2 rules. Have fun. So see if we can get that tonight.
Sounds like a pretty good league to have out here against what's looking to be a pretty shifty league on the other side, the Piston Cup.
Yeah, here we go. We're moving on to the Piston Cup roster. Well, in the 48, piloted by Geico Gamer 48. The 24 is driven by the Irish Rear. The 88 is driven by Little King 161, and the 4 is driven by Rage Omega. The 43 is driven by Jones Fan 20. The 11 is driven by Mayo Bacon XD. The 12 car is driven by G-Force Stemp, and the 36 Ford, that's piloted by Lando's Milk. The 47 Chevy is piloted by Smitten Paylod 4, And to round it off, the 18 is driven by Allen Dynasty. So that is the roster for the Piston Cup Series. And then moving on to the bio, yeah, they're pretty much your standard league. You know, they run 50% for the Cup Series. The Cup Series runs on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Just a little bit about them. It's the owner, Geico Gamer 48. He just wanted kind of fun league for all of his friends and that sort of thing. And they're hosting their third season on Heat 5, which will be actually, yeah, they are currently on their third season on Heat 5, and so yeah.
So on Heat 5, it has been a different ball game for everyone involved, having to relearn everything as we go. Let's go down with them now as they make a couple laps around here at the end of qualifying. We did watch qualifying a little while we were trying to do our pre-race ceremonies. BLM, what did you see that you liked from any particular driver?
Well, I believe we have a little bit of breaking news here. The 8-car Zero Tolerance looks like he either left the race and looks like he will start in the back. But the one thing that I noticed out of qualifying is a lot of guys going really fast into turn 3 and kind of washing up. I noticed by a couple of the Piston cars is as they entered 3, they entered kind of high. They ended right there in the middle. That's not what you want to do here on a fast lap. You want to get starting in the middle and you want to work it down to that white line and hook it all the way through the corner to get off exit really well.
Yeah, here in 3 and 4, it's a different ball game. It's not like other mile-and-a-half tracks. It is very tricky to navigate and keep that momentum coming out of 3 and to get that run to come back to the line. As these guys make a couple laps around here, we are going to take a small minor break. Let me fix this audio issue that we are having, and I'll be back very, very shortly.
Going around at pace speed.
So Charlotte Motor Speedway, home of NASCAR, and this place has been the stage for many epic showdowns. But here in this particular showdown, we have a little bit of a difference in the rules because of the point system. And what we're going to be doing is Stage 1, Stage 2, and Stage 4 will be pointed out and stage 3 will be skipped. BLM, why don't you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so the Coke 600 runs a little things different. They run a 4-stage program here due to the 600 miles. But tonight, as they're going in, they're running a 50% race, so it's still got to be a good bit of laps. About 200 laps around this track. So as they skip a stage, you still have to go full throttle through there due to the fact that it still goes into your overall points. So you can't just let loose. But how it plays off in fuel mileage is that extra stage that they're going to have. The guys back in the back who have nothing else to lose can start saving fuel, and it's hard to go a lap down here just by saving in the corners. So it could definitely prevail on who's in the back and who can win this race on fuel mileage.
Yeah, this is one of those races where tire wear is very important. Hey, Kid Dynamite, here coming at a 3, how important once those tires get worn out, how is that going to affect our stage? I mean, I apologize. Our green flag pit stops and our strategies coming into that empty stage, if you would.
Yeah, when those tires start to kind of give out, it gets really hard to kind of, keep that car stable, especially with how this game is. Whenever you change elevation, whether that be on a road course or just, going from the actual track to the apron itself, if your tires are worn, it's going to be hard to kind of slow that thing down and keep your car steady. So, with all these guys being on worn tires and having to stay fuel and all that stuff, we could see some havoc going to pit road, especially with how aggressive the banking is going from the track to the apron.
Yeah, this is going to be one of those ones that pit road is a very difficult thing to hit. BLM, tell us about coming off of turn 4 and how pitting depends on pitting really is going to be a key factor in this thing. That's right. You come around turn and accidentally run into somebody coming from that corner the way that you have to take it can be pretty tricky, and it can get you. It can sneak up on. We're going to get go in here as we notice that Wild Redneck actually going to take the pole this evening here at Charlotte. So just a couple of minutes, we're going to take just a break, and we'll be back for your live action at the Fast League Showdown, the Piston Cup versus Nasbros, right here in a minute. So back here with the Family League Showdown, I want to take a step away from the race, and I do want to talk a little bit to Kid Dynamite, a little bit about the races that we've had so far. We've had some crazy endings to some crazy races, really amazing races, and I'd like to know your thoughts where we stand right now going into the race.
Yeah, well, this race definitely has a lot to live up to. Like how you said, there have been a lot of races that we've had so far that have had a lot of controversy, a lot of finishes. So this really is going to have to really be exciting here, because this track on that 5, it's really a tough track. I mean, turns 2 are just animal in of itself, because if you enter too hard, you kind of get a lot of the track, and then we said in 3 and 4, if you're in too early, you can apron and wash the track. So it should be a interesting race, just with how tight the track, how much of an animal it to kind of on.
One aspect of Charlotte that we're all very familiar with is that cars can get spread of the stage. We're talking 3 car lengths and one being able to pass. When these 2 leagues into this, you've 2 different races. You can a really tough race where everyone's fighting, battling first, second positions. Have that spread. What do you see via this being just a couple of months?
Well, from what qualifying, everybody's hitting the line. Everybody's perfect. It's going to slip up to make this race a spread out area. If both leagues can front stay clean and avoid the dumbest hitting the apron, pushing up in 3, this is going to be tight. I tell you, I'm excited. I'm pumped.
Yeah, this is turning to be an amazing showdown here tonight, and we are looking, and I've looked forward to a Charlotte race in this, because I think it shows a person ride one entire start through 3, 4, and being able to take all the way through the end of that window is going to be key taking this. So we'll be back in just a moment. We're getting to go green, and we're going to take just one more moment, and we'll be right back with
They've already taken the green.
So we are back
this where we
here
can
at
join?
Charlotte Motor Speedway, and they've already taken the green on us as we try to fix some audio issues. But the 48 does have the advantage coming out of turn 2 and into the back. I apologize. The backstretch there, as the 12 car stays right on his inside. It's interesting that 9 stayed on that inside, and there's already a caution out here. As we go in. Wow, that was some pretty intense driving there in that first opening lap.
Yeah, I mean, we already got a caution here on lap 1. It's already surprising. We couldn't get through the whole lap, and we already got cars wrecking in the back. So I don't expect anybody to kind of fit here. You know, the Abs didn't waste any tires. So I guess the guys in the back, if they really wanted to make sure that, you know, they were fresh on tires and fuel, I guess you could see someone back in their pit, but
yeah, these guys may go ahead and refresh those tires, as they could be very important later on. But I'm with you. I don't see anybody except unless they had any damage, you know, come in. BLM, did you see anything particular that you liked in that first lap?
I was very impressed how they already started trying to work in that middle groove. I think it's really important in turns 1 and 2 to deviate yourself from what the leader's doing. And it looks like the 48 faked him like he's going on pit road. 12's actually going to pit this time. 12 car peeling off from second.
wow.
If these guys, go ahead.
I'm surprised to see the 12 car pit. I mean, you're sitting up there, you know, right there, right there near the lead. I mean, I know it's a long race, but you know, stage points are a huge factor, especially here at Charlotte. So I would kind of expect him to kind of stay out here because he's mostly the only person that pits. So he's going to drop all the way back probably the high teens. So that's kind of a surprising move right there from the 12 car.
The 8 car of Zero Tolerance also there in the pits, and it looked like the 40. I apologize. The 12 car did pit. Again, this camera issue that we have. The 9 car pitted. The 10 car pitted of El Faro Pinguino, and the 41 pitted of of NASCAR car. He is actually one of their subs there for the Nasbros League. For it, what do you think? What do you think the strategy could possibly be for these guys who pitted a little early here?
Well, I mean, the best thing I could say is they wanted to get their setup in quick. You know, this is a long race,
Exactly.
and
Yeah.
you want to adjust on it as much as possible. I mean, you got 4 stages in here, and you don't want to end up with damage on the first run.
Yeah, even tire wear is going to be very important as these guys take on this very slick track this evening. So we're going to go around one more time, and then I believe the pace car will come off at the end of this lap, and we will get ready to go back green here at Charlotte. We have 200 laps. This is a 200 lap race, yes, and we are excited to have you for all 200 laps. Kid Dynamite, this evening, we also, here starting in about just a couple of minutes, we have another race going on. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, that second race tonight at 9:30. Well, let me try and go through my notes right now. But again, you know, we should have another good race with that second race. And it's just, you know, this is a very competitive league, and I feel like all these races are going to be they're going to be very, you know, very fun to watch for the viewers.
Coming back to the starting line, the 11 will push the 48 car out ahead of the field. The 11 car right on its backside with that 18 M&M's car also just tagging along there in that choo-choo train driving down the bottom, where the 88 will slide down in line coming down the backstretch. Too wide for second place as the 18 gets the 11 car loose coming into the corner. It looks like that 88 is going to have that run and take that third place and second place position away from that 18 and that 11 car. Coming back to the line, the 48 will lead one more lap here at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
They are really juking and jiving behind the 48 right now, trying to fight for position. This track is fast, especially when you get in the draft. It's important that you have to get momentum down the back straightaway to possibly set up a passing move going into 3 and 4.
I think we've already seen it coming off of 2. Everybody wants to deviate away from what the leader's doing, so you got them coming up the track just a little bit to break that draft, get some clean air, maybe get a run past them. It's definitely making them a little bit loose as they're battling in a 4-car train.
Coming into turn 1, the 48 car does have the advantage, but behind him, that 18 and that 88 have continuously, up until now, fought for that second place position. These guys came to race, it looks like, as that 18 car of All In Dynasty tries to make his break there for that second place and does, coming back to the green line. The 48 will lead one more lap.
Yeah,
I think this goes.
You go, Bill M.
I think this goes to show you right here what this means. You see the leader of his league up there leading the race, and he's starting to pull away just a tad bit. It's big props to him of wanting to show out for his guys.
Yeah, and this is where it kind of gets tough if you're not in first place, because if you're in second, third, or fourth, this is where you kind of got to be like, all right, you kind of got to swallow your pride here. If you want to catch the lead car, you kind of have to get in a train, try to get that draft going. Just try if you really want to catch that lead car. It's kind of a tough strategy because you obviously want to try to pass the car because you think that you can do it yourself, but sometimes you really got to work with the other cars to catch that lead car.
Yeah, the first and second positions being held by that Piston Cup. Nasbros bringing up that third position there. These guys came to race, and that 88 of Little King, Little Caving, he has stayed right there glued to that rear bumper of that
88
car.
on the wall.
88 car on the wall.
Yeah, that is going to hurt him a little bit there, I think, as he probably done a little damage to that outside, possibly to that tire. And the 48 will come around 3 and 4 and lead another lap here, it looks like. But the 18 is going to challenge him coming through the tri-oval side by side. And the 18 will actually lead side by side coming into 1. And I tell you, Kid Dynasty, these guys, they know what they're doing, and they're ready to do it.
Oh yeah, they are really chucking the job, and they're really fighting for the lead right now. This is really fun to watch, and all this battle
the 5 and the 48 make contact.
Yeah, and all this battle is really allowing those cars behind them to catch back up. We got 7 or 8 cars.
The 5 goes in the wall off of the exit of 4.
This is allowing the 18 to scoot away right now. Those cars behind him have to try to get in line right now, have to kind of form up, get in formation, and try to catch the 18. You don't want them to. You really don't want to let him scoot away. As the 88 again just hit the wall if they're off of turn 2.
Yeah, I tell you that.
I tell you, the car I got my eyes on is that 5 car, man. That 5 car of High got him.
He's hunting.
He's making it work. He's making it work off the exit of 4. He's getting to the middle groove, getting a good run down the front straightaway as the 48's challenging him down low into 1.
The 11 car back there in 7th or 8th place, Mayo Bacon. I tell you, he's pecking it down. I think he's doing a little tire conservation, fuel conservation method, but I tell you, he's the one I've got my eye on this evening. Kid Dynasty, who are you looking at for a possible to take this thing on to the house?
Oh, man, it's just really early, but right now, that 18, he is scooting away. I feel like he might have a pretty good chance to win this whole thing because he is scooting away with all those cars in a line behind him right now. So we'll have to wait and see. But obviously a long race, a lot of racing to go here, but the 18 is looking really strong right now.
Coming into the backstretch with 18 laps to go, the 18 car is going to lead coming into turn 3 and has stepped away now from that 48 car and that 5 car that was so desperately trying to get past him just laps ago. Looks like the 24 car actually of there is Shear is trying to chase him down. I apologize. That's a tongue tangler there as the 18 car rounds 2 and comes on the back stretch again.
Caution's up.
Caution
on the speedway here.
Yeah, so we had caution here. And they're racing this one back.
So tell you what, kid, way to take the low-hanging fruit there with the 18, but I got my eye on that 24.
That's
The
24.
Irish
He's looking
Reed.
good too.
The
Yeah,
Irish Reed's
Reed.
looking really good. He's getting past him.
And we're going to take a break, and we will be right back here in just one moment here at Charlotte for the Fast Family League Showdown. So we're at a caution here at Charlotte, the Piston Cup versus Nasbros League, and I tell you that 18 did win the race off pit road there, and the 24 will line up to the outside of him as we make one more caution lap around the track here so that these guys can get lined up. BLM, what do you see with these guys lined up and the way that they're lined up? How do you see this next restart kind of going now that we've clicked down some laps here and these guys are on fresh rubber?
And right now what I see is currently we only have one car from the Piston Cup that's in the top 10. I'm seeing a lot of good teamwork up here. Looks like the Nabisco team. Only only one car is in the top 10 right now. We see a lot of good teamwork from the Piston Cup League. It seems like they did a lot of practice here at Charlotte, and it definitely speaks for the characteristic of a league when they come into a showdown like this and they're holding it.
Yeah, and the fact that there's so many Piston Cup cars up here in the top 10, and they're still battling that the way that they are, you really just pray that they don't take each other out because they're really fighting up here, and you obviously just don't want to take out your own teammate because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter where you and your teammate finish because all the points go straight to your team, but also at the same time, it's good to see this, see everybody, trying to fight and battle it out.
The top 4 positions will be held by the Piston Cup guys. The 18 of All In Dynasty with the 24 of Verishire. You've got that 4 car there of Rag 3 Omega with a 48 car lining to the outside of him of Geico Gamer, and they're going to absolutely have a heck of a restart on that inside line. That 4 car right to the backside of that 18, pushing him as they go 3 wide for 4th or 5th place back there coming into turn 3, BLM.
And that's a guy we really hadn't talked about half this whole stage is the 4 car. He's definitely starting to come in. I don't know what kind of adjustments he made, but as it looks right now, we're starting to see a couple guys from the Nabisco League come into the picture. That 77's charging through the field.
The 18 of the Piston Cup, the 4 car of the Piston Cup, the 48
Oh,
car.
the 24's around.
And the 20.
Oh, 24 won and the 9 in the wall. He hits the 12 on the patch straightaway. What a wreck. 9 cars flipping down the back.
Big wreck on the back.
12
big
cars
wreck.
flipping.
Everybody's involved.
Oh, man, the 3, the 14, the 12, the 1, the 22.
The
The 5 is still hitting them.
Oh, and the 1 car got caught up in that as well, as I'm sure that will be a caution on the track. And wow.
That was a big wreck off of turn 2. I don't know what exactly happened. I just saw the 24 at the corner of my screen. I just saw him on the apron, and then everybody started piling into it. It was just the big one.
Yeah, and these guys were essentially on fresh rubber, so that would have had to have been some type of setup adjustment issue there, wouldn't you think, kid?
Yeah, either a setup adjustment, or maybe someone hit the apron and he got loose, and maybe got a nudge from someone else. I couldn't see exactly what happened. I just happened to see the 24 just around, and then I'm flipping through the field, and then there's just carnage on the backstretch. And a bunch of cars involved from both leagues, so you already know there's gonna be a lot of people coming down pit road right here trying to repair their car up and maybe adjust their setup here. I know they didn't get a long time to really feel out their setup, especially in old tires, but
so I would like to make a name correction on number 24. It's not Irish something. It is the Irish Rear.
Irish Rear.
The Irish Rear. I apologize.
Well,
my notes were in all caps, so it looked like there-ish to me. So
we'll forgive you for that.
Thankfully, it's not you guys I'm worried about. It's the Irish Rear that I might have. That's right. So coming out of pit lane, they are lined back up, and we are going.
I lost one of the race control guys, so I'm on my own on this one.
We are going to get ready to go green here very shortly. But I do want to make this just absolutely thank Evil Within 777, who is our pace car tonight, in that black Toyota Camry there, looking sharp with those green rims as he paces the field for one more lap here at Charlotte as we clean up just a small piece of debris there on the backstretch.
Rowdy, I want to go back and touch back on the race that's about to kick off underway, the race 2 of the doubleheader tonight.
Yeah.
You have the Shake and Bake League versus American Ethanol. Know a lot of good guys over there in American Ethanol, and I've heard really good things about the second Shake and Bake League, as they say. I'm going to make a bold prediction tonight and say that I believe that Neener Asbill, or NNR Asbill as they call him, he's a good buddy of mine. I believe he's going to win all 3 stages and take home the checkered flag tonight.
That is high hopes, and that is high expectations of yourself. They're good to have, and we hope that he accomplishes every dream that he sets out to accomplish. We're getting ready to go green. Man, I tell you, this has been an exciting showdown so far, Kid Dynasty. I mean, I apologize. What a week.
It's all good.
It's been a week here at the Fast Family League Showdown.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that, bud.
Yeah, it's gonna. Oh man, it's been a fun race, been a fun league so far to watch it. Everybody being involved and all that stuff. It's really been a fun experience for everybody here for the tournament.
Yeah, as we restart the 48, pushing the 18 back out in front on that inside line, but that 4 won't give up so easy there side by side with the 88. 2 abreast for 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th place, and they are coming, baby. Into turn 3, they're like a rocket ship as that 48 goes to the inside of the 18. The 48's going to have the run. I think he's going to clear in coming out of turn 4, and the 48's going to take back over his lead position that he so dominantly started with earlier, Kid.
Yeah, that 48 again. He is definitely hauled a lot in that 48 Camaro, but the 18 is still looking strong. Look at the 88 there on the inside trying to get into turn 3.
Do you see the 77 back here sitting in about 7th place of Complaint Crab 28? Don't count out the Nabisco's league anytime soon. It looks like he's making a charge to the. Well, yeah, I got to go with this. He's making a charge for the lead. He's going into the 4 car right now. He's pushing up the track in 1 and 2 and made slight contact with the 4, but he gets the run off at 2, and he's going to clear the 4 down the back straightaway and get the draft to the 43.
Yeah, these guys, the Piston Cup seems to be a dominating factor out here as the 48 car of Geico Gamer, that 88 car of Little VG Key, Caving, that 43 car of Wild Redneck, the 18 car of All In Dynasty, all there in that top 5.
Oh, 4 car hit the wall up 2.
Yeah, with the 11 car and several and a host of others drawing into that top 10.
You got the
right now-
88. 88's wearing the bumper out of that 48 to take the lead. He's beating a back bumper off of him, but he's going to get the run into 1. Let's see if we got a good battle going on here. Oh, they make slight contact. 88 and the 48 sends him up the track. New leader, 88.
The 88 takes the lead coming down the backstretch, but that 18 is not going to give up so easy as he gets a little loose there. The 48 working in tandem with that 43 car coming into turn 3. And I tell you, that 88, depending upon where he's running, he may have ran back there just a little while just to save just a little bit of fuel there, kid.
Yeah, that definitely could have been a good strategy because, on this track it's not too hard to save fuel and still be somewhat fast. So he definitely had time to kind of ponder back there and kind of just wait and again, potentially save some fuel. 3 wide going to 3, though. Oh, they almost were at least.
Yeah, the 88 car still in the lead coming out of turn 4 with the 48 and the 43 was side by side. Now the 18 and the 43 will be side by side coming across the line. The 48 is going to be challenged now by one heck of a run by the 88 on the outside and into the backstretch. They will be side by side, bumping and grinding to earn that top position there.
Yeah, all this battling right now is really allowing those cars behind them to kind of catch just a tiny bit. But right now, there's really been these 4 cars here: the 48, 43,
Oh, 48,
18,
88 make contact.
It's really been these 3 with the addition of the 43 now. That's really been kind of battling it out. But they're really going at it. Guys in the same league, they are just going at it right now. This is definitely fun to see.
Oh, 48 pushes up the track. I'm telling you, boys, I ain't in this race, but I'm sweating more than I do when I'm racing. I'm grabbing my wheel. I'm yanking on that thing, man. I'm hauling it down there into 3, trying not to shoot up the track, and watching these guys barrel down in there side by side. Nobody's making a big mistake. Oh, what a race so far. Man, I can't wait to see this thing in.
It looks like the 70...
I'm sorry, go ahead.
You go. No, all right, yeah. It looks like right now the highest running... I don't want to say Nabasco.
Nasbro.
Nasbro. Yeah. I'm running Nasbro car, and there's that 77 of complaint.
He's under the 28. He's under the 18.
Yeah, he's running P5 now. He's the highest running Nasbro league member right now. He's trying to fight up there to try to get his team some points right now.
Yeah, that's 77 of Compliant Crab. He is giving it heck as he tries to get some points going for this as this first stage starts coming to an end. The 48 still in the lead coming into turn 3, still battling for that second position with these very dominant Piston Cup cars.
Oh, 77 in the wall. He's in the wall again on 4.
Man.
And the 9 side swipes the 10, but he jumps the chicane and into turn 1. I think we'll all be good.
He saved it. 43's going to second.
That 5 car there of Haga Teams. I apologize. Hago Teams, maybe. He is absolutely
4 car in the wall into 3.
Ooh, and there is more contact.
43's pitting.
43's pitting 70. 77's around.
24's around.
Oh, my
The
God.
5's
Big
around.
Caution is definitely out.
There's several cars. Oh, and the 14.
Oh, they're still wrecking.
Oh, yeah, they are still wrecking. Oh, my God. They are wrecking everywhere.
Oh, the 9 goes in the 8 again. What a hit.
Well, that is going to change everything.
What a wreck.
As Compliant Crab there is going to be in a good position, it looks like, to try to earn some more points. 48.
Oh, and what a big break for the 43. He was on pit road as the caution came out. He's going to cycle through as the leader.
That's definitely good for the 43 car. Wild Redneck is, yeah, he came into pit road suddenly. It was I thought maybe he was spinning, but he was just entering pit road, and yeah, he's gonna come out, ahead of the pace car and all that stuff. So when everybody goes through the pits, yeah, he's gonna come out as the leader for the Piston Cup series. So they're gonna have the lead here as we enter.
We hadn't talked about him all race, and he's about to be the leader. Almost the end of stage 1.
Yeah, he hadn't really been a factor until this last run, then he's kind of started to fight his way up there. So we'll see. This is really a track where track position is crucial, especially when this run starts to kind of play out. So we'll see what happens here with this 43 car.
That Sunoco 43 of Wild Redneck has been a very consistent car tonight, as he will cycle around to be our leader, and that is if they all pit.
Oh man, there's no doubt in my mind that if these cars don't peel off, they're sitting ducks to the Mans with fresh tires. Any chance you get to put 4 racing tires on this thing and fill it up with fuel, you want to take it, man. You come out of 4, you start sliding them rear tires, they're just chipping down. And every lap you do it, you're knocking 2 or 3% off of them. There's no giving this track, and there's no giving these tires. And I know these drivers; they're racing like cats and dogs out here. They're battling for the same thing, and they're up here beating and banging for the win.
And here comes that 43. Everybody's coming in. The 43. Yeah, there he is, the leader.
And 43 will assume the lead position when we come back from this caution break. This is the Rowdy Energy Racing Network hosting the Fast Family Racing League. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back momentarily. So we are back. They are lined up, and we are ready to go. With 11 laps to go at the line, it looks like the 43 of Wild Redneck will be the one taking us on into the remainder of these 11 laps. The 48 car lined up to the outside of him, but the 21 car of Garlic Bread Goat,
he's the highest running Nasbro car right now.
that's right, and he's in P3, I believe. I'm sorry, he is in P4.
P4.
Yeah, back there
P4.
behind the 48 car of Geico Gamer, and we're off with the 88 giving the 43 a heck of a run, and that 48 falling right in line.
47 on the apron.
Yeah, and we heard over the break that the 10 car does have a blown engine. That 10 car is El Faro Pinguino, and he does.
I see him on the track right now.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes, how that wears out on him as we come. 43 coming to the line. There's 10 laps to go, and he will still lead us through as we come
big
in.
break behind, turn 1.
Oh man,
Both
what
the
a
cars
wreck!
involved.
Yo, the 11.
Involved. The five cars involved.
Man,
Mm.
I tell you, who can't catch a break? That 11 car and that one
That
car.
11
Every
car,
time
he's
we
been
look
hit
up
with
at a
every
wreck,
wreck.
they
He's been in
are
every
getting
wreck.
hit. The 5 car has not caught a break either.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the idiot hit the wall of turn 4 right there. I don't know if he got any damage from that as they come back to the line right here.
I didn't have any camera angle on it, guys. I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
So, caution is out here at Charlotte. And, that 43 is still in the lead with that 48 car right behind him. And we are going to take another short little break as these guys do their caution laps. And we'll be back in just a couple of moments with hopefully lap number 8. And we will finish this thing out hopefully under green. You are watching the Rowdy Energy Racing Network hosting the Fast Family League Showdown. And I am Rowdy Trucks along with BLM Trump 2020 and Kid Dynasty. And we are happy to be here. Give us a moment. We'll be right back after the break.
I believe it's 7.
We're back live with 7 laps to go, and as that 43 and the 88 has pulled out ahead of the field there. But that 88 is glued to the 43's bumper, and coming into turn 3, the 48 will challenge that 88 car for that second place. And there's a car in the grass.
Oh, 14 is just in the grass.
Wow.
They're coming to 6 to go right now, but when they come back around and hit the line again, there will be no more cautions after that. So basically
5, warning, aggressive driving.
48 challenging for the lead down into 1.
It seems like the 5 cars got a warning for aggressive driving back there midway through the pack, but here they come. They're coming to the caution cutoff right here. So after this, really all bets are off. Once they hit the line right here, it's really just kind of pick who you want to win the stage.
Yeah, it looked like that.
I'm very impressed.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm very impressed about the 43 coming out of 1 there. He kind of slid up the track. 48 got under him, and he still drove it off in there. And he made a heck of a move like he is right here coming out of 2. He's getting the bite off. Like, clean air means a lot here. I don't know if he took tape off, but he's flying through the center of the corner.
It looked like the 18 of All In Dynasty was in the pit. We'll have to check on that here in just a couple of minutes, see what's going on with that. 43 car coming around to the start-finish line. There will be 5 laps to go. There will be no more cautions from this point out. The 48 car and the 88 car are not going to let this 43 car walk away without a fight.
Oh, yeah, definitely not. They're definitely not going to let this 43 run away with this thing because, they all want some points. So we'll see what happens here. You don't want to force anything too early and then potentially kind of wreck yourself out of even finishing within the stage points.
I will say they can battle all they want right now. The top 5 is all Piston Cup drivers. So these guys appear in the top 3 battling for this stage win. They can go as hard as they want. The next closest guy that's even on the Nasbros team is sitting in 6th place in the 10 car. There's not very much competition here to spread around.
Yeah, the 43 comes back with a 48 challenging him towards the line with 3 to go here at Charlotte. Side by side, coming into turn 1, the 48 will make a dive, but they're going to sit there, nose to tail, tail to nose, coming down the backstretch. But the 48 has help from the 88 coming down that backstretch, and he is going to draft. We are at 2 to go here. I apologize. Coming side by side, the 48 has
the 43 gets a run off the corner.
Go ahead.
They're 3 wide behind him, though. They're the 4 car, the 24, and the 10 car. We're all 3 wide right there coming off of turn 4.
That goes to show you that Nasbros team isn't giving up. That 10 car's fighting for every position, even on the last lap.
He's right there on that door. The 4, he bumped him up the racetrack. The 4
Oh, the 4's in the wall. He pushes the 10 down.
48 car coming into turn 3.
Back.
The 88's going to try to go to the outside of him, gets the quarter panel, gets the draft.
He's got to run, drag race. 88 hits the wall. 43 gets to run off the corner, side by side of the line.
The 9 car. Oh, the 10 car is in the
pits.
I
think the 48 will take the stage here at Charlotte.
There's lots of havoc going on there in the back. And
wow, what a race to the finish for the lead.
88's also in the pits. I have not seen him lead
what
yet
an
either. I think he's got
exciting race here at the end of stage 1. And with that, the 48 of Geico Gamer 48, the team captain for the Piston Cup, will win, with the 88 being in 2nd, the 43 being in 3rd, and the 24th will be in 4th, with the 37 and the 12 being in 5th and 6th. These guys are extremely competitive this evening as we go into stage 2. So, BLM, what are you seeing to this point going into stage 2 that you're liking about one or the other?
Man, I'm seeing a lot of aggressiveness out here. You know, it's a slick track out here, and oh my gosh, this Piston Cup team came to play. I mean, they came out here and they're putting on a show, but I am enjoying the fight out of some of these Nasbros team cars. The 10 car was not going to give up without a fight on that 4. That shows a lot of courage and determination, that even though your top 5 ain't doing it, you know, your top 5 is all Piston Cup. They're making it happen.
So here it comes, the green flag now. Looks like this field got really switched up. The 8 car.
The 8 car's in the lead.
The 8 car's in the lead.
So the 8 car leading into turn 1 will be outmatched by his teammate, the 3 car, and they are going to go side by side with that 11 and the 88.
Oh, they're jiving.
They're almost 3 wide there for first, but instead they're
3 wide
for third.
For 5th.
They're 4 wide. Oh my God.
Coming into turn 3, the 8 car has the lead. The 3 car doing a into the wall, actually switching down as the 88 car and the 48 car.
I believe he got in the 48.
Yeah, 48 car was in the wall right there. There's a lot of slow. I don't know if anybody's wrecked, but there were a lot of cars that are hitting the wall off turn 4 right there.
I don't know if he meant to do this on purpose, but the 8 car staying out, that's a bold move here. I don't know if he pitted before that stage break, but that's a very bold move if he's on old tires. Clean air means a lot, but it don't mean a whole lot with 4 fresh tires behind you chasing you down. As the 24 gets a run off of 4, he's passing it for the lead.
And and you're seeing those 4 tires or those fresher 4 tires, I should say, kind of take into effect here as that 24 car.
He clears him into 1.
Easily past that 8 car. And you see that 8 car kind of struggling. He's kind of sliding up the racetrack a little bit. On paper, it's kind of a good move to stay out there, but just with how this game is, old tires they really just kind of hold you back. You really need to have those 4 Mr. Feel-Goods, as I call them. So.
And the car I talked about earlier in the race, sitting up there in 3rd, the 5 of High got him. I told you, you can't keep a good one down. Oh, they're in the grass.
Oh, no.
Caution's out.
So we are under caution here at Charlotte Motor Speedway with the Fast Family Racing League, race number 9, Piston Cup versus Nasbros League. And up to this point, the 24 car of the Piston Cup, the Irish Rear, now has the lead with a host. The 8 car is zero tolerance from the Nasbros League. You have the 5 car from Hawk Got 'em up there in the lead. And these Nasbros guys are making a run back to show that there is competition left in them. What are you looking at here, kid, that shows that maybe stage 3, the one that doesn't matter, might be the one that actually matters the most?
Yeah, well, right now, as we see, you got zero tolerance in that 8 car, and then you got him in the 5 car. We saw a 5 car being strung earlier. This is really the first time that we've seen that 8 car this is the first time we've seen the 8 car up in the top 5. But yeah, that third stage could really mean a lot for Nasbro, trying to set up a good stage 4 because they didn't have a good stage 1. So now they need to find some type of unorthodox strategy, I guess you could say, to really kind of set up a good stage 4. So you might see stage 3 kind of be the wild card in kind of determining how they attack stage 4.
Yeah, speaking of that S word that we all love to hear during racing, BLM, tell us a little bit about the strategies that might be played out here since there was a caution so early in stage 2.
Based off of that, you got guys that could have pitted from, I would say, about 6th on back. We've seen tonight that cautions have been, breeding a lot of cautions. If the guy's peeling off from the back that have no chance of being up front gets a caution with maybe 7 or 8 to go in this stage, it can set them up to go into that extra stage. They can take the lead. They can take a higher position than what they were running, and they can try to manage to get to the next caution. If they run 10 laps on old tires, and the guys that pitted run those 10 laps just as hard as they can, their tires are going to even out at some point. And then when the stage breaks, they're going to get points. And then everybody else is going to come stage, and your net gain is going to jump. So we'll see if they can pull it off. But this extra stage is really going to throw a wrench in the fold.
Yeah, so many of them did stay out this time around, I guess, feeling that would make the 24 the leader with the 8 car behind him. The 5 car, 88, 43, 48, and behind him to line them up once we do get ready to come green in the next lap or so.
I would watch out for Dynasty. He's on pit road. You know what he can do at 4 fresh tires. If we get a caution in the next 5 or 6 laps, he can easily stay out, and we know he has a good enough car that he can stay up front with it.
Yeah, and that 43 car's strategy is definitely off kilter from everyone else's, but so far it's got him right where he wanted to be, right at the right time to give him that track position. He's right where he should be to end on a very good note. So we're going to come around one more time, and then we will go green at the start-finish line. Kid, why don't you bring us into the next green and give us the call?
All right, I will be glad to do that. But it's really good to see, more of those Nasbros guys up there inside the top 10. You got the 8 car, you got the 5 car, you got the 77 back there as well, sitting about P7, I believe, and then you got his teammate, the 21, to his right side right there. And, there's cars threatening there on the outside. So, hopefully Nasbro can kind of make a little bit more noise here in this second stage, as, they definitely kind of got kind of pushed to the edge right there in stage 1. But here we come in turns 3 and 4. Pace car about to roll off here.
Oh, man, I believe something's wrong with the 18. He has not left pit road as they're coming to the green.
That's definitely not good. You will keep an eye on that one.
Neither has the 10. The 10 has left the track as well.
Pace car is off. Here they come into the restart zone. Green flag back in the air. We're racing here back at Charlotte. The 24. A good restart right there. The 8 car, not a good start. We'll see if race control maybe has anything to say about that 24 car possibly jumping the start, or maybe the 8 car just didn't get that good up a start, but here they come. The 24 coming off of turn 2 right here. The 88, his teammate rolling beside him, or behind him, I should say. They are two by two behind as they come into turn 3.
That 48 car being very dominant tonight, but that 88 car has also been dominant. Coming to the line, they will be about 5 car lengths apart, and the rest of the field behind them are battling savagely for every point and every position that they can get there, BLM.
Yeah, as they're coming off of 2, I keep seeing these cars wanting to slip out more and more. I don't know if they loosen them up or the cars are starting to change. The balance is going off. The 24 definitely looks strong here. The 88's close on his tails. The 5 car's been able to work that high side just a little bit better than most, and I'm very curious to see if he can get his car balanced enough to get a run off of 3 and 4, maybe get that headway down the front straightaway going into the all-important turn 1.
Ha got him in that number 5 car, trying to chase down that 88 car of Little King. And I tell you, he has been ticking it away, but that 48 car and that 43 car behind him, they have been right on his tail, possibly keeping him from being able to catch those guys.
Yeah, right now I'm on the board of the 43, and he's really, it's really him and the 48 right now. They're really just kind of jerking and jiving, trying to find some way to either get past that 5 car or really potentially at least try to get behind him to really catch those two. Because right now they're really sitting in that weird area where you want to keep the position that you have, but at the same time you really want to get the lead. As the 5 car slides up and hits the wall, that's not going to be good in terms of trying to catch the 2 lead cars. And the 5 car endorsing the 43. The 43's in the grass. And that 5 car's already had a warning today on reckless driving. There's a big rep. The 48
big
car.
wreck in the back.
Yeah,
48's flipping.
I believe 5 car drive through.
Yeah,
that
As race control came through, 5 car's going to serve a pass-through penalty. The 1 car sliding through the grass in the back.
Yeah, that 5 car had already had a warning before in stage 1 for reckless driving, and that time he just blatantly just hit the wall off turn 4, didn't give any regard for the 43 on the bottom, and just sent him into the grass, and then it ended up collecting the 48 in there as well. So not a good stance right there for the 5 car, as he has looked strong, but right now he's put himself in a hole with this drive-through penalty that he don't have to serve under green.
Have bad news for the Nasbros team. If you're fans of them, the 10 car of the Fueno Penguino has blown a motor. He's not out here anymore. Sorry, I'm broken redneck. We don't really speak much English around here. It's that Tennessee education I got. Then the 18 car of the Piston Cup guys, the Dynasty, he had a fast car to start the race. He's also out with a blown motor.
That 5 car having a 1 warning earlier. Hawk got him. He does have a fast car, but we'll have to see how his aggression plays out the rest of the night. So just to remind everyone how our point system does work here at the Fast Family League Showdown. The first place guy will get I apologize. Let me look through my notes and get that. I thought I had it pulled up, but unfortunately I don't think that's the right thing. So let me look back through here in a minute, and I'll cover that point system here over the course of one of our next breaks. But we are going to take a moment while they are under caution and take just a minor break. We'll be back in just about 20 seconds.
I finally know why I feel like an
American ethanol shaking big too.
And we are back here with 28 laps to go. And just a reminder that the 5-car does have to serve a drive-through penalty. He has 3 laps to make that drive-through penalty in. And we're looking forward as that 12-car and that, and there's a big stack up there.
77 did not get going.
No.
Yeah, I think
One
the
car did not get
77.
going.
I think the 77 tried to time the start, didn't time it right, so he backed off to not jump the restart, and then he ended up stacking the whole field up behind him.
Very dangerous as that 22 of Junior Rister or Jay Rister 24 now has the lead. He does drive for the Nasbros League, and that 77 his teammate there behind him, Compliant Crab, now in first and third with the
5-car
24
first lap, he
being
did not complete the black flag.
and there
Caution's
is
out.
a caution. Again here with the
I believe the
22
24
leading.
has taken the lead.
They're side by side racing back to the line, and the 20.
Oh, 22 on the wall! No, teammates! Can't do that. The 77 put his own teammate, the 22 on the wall there, in the middle of 3 and 4. I don't know if maybe he got bumped up into him, but either way, tough break right there from Nasbro. Friendly fire. And to make matters worse,
I heard a
5-car didn't.
cam review on it. It looked like he
We
hit the apron a little
we are going to take a moment and take a break, and we will be right back as we gather some information. We don't think that the 3-car served the 5-car served his caution, his penalty, and we're going to be back, and we will be back here in just one moment. So coming back from the break, the 24 car does have the lead. He'll peel off to grab 4 fresh tires there and probably fill up with fuel. And you're going to have a couple of guys actually stay out. What does that look like, BLM, on your strategy sheet?
Looks exactly like I said it would, man. Cautions have been on the premium tonight. It has been really hard to get a bunch of green flag running here. So they out, and the guys who are going to pit, they're going to be in one heck of a battle. You're going to watch the 88, the 12, the 11, the 48 come charging through the field. I don't think these guys want to know what's going to hit them.
I think that these guys just took a splash of fuel as quick as they came back out of pit road. It was like they just topped up just to be able to make it to the end of the stage. Maybe they're thinking, all right, we might not can outrun them, but we can't outlast them. They'll have to pit, and we'll have the advantage.
Yeah, I'm going to be intrigued here to see if maybe they kind of put up kind of like a wall in front of the Piston Cup Series. Maybe that's what they're trying to do. Maybe they're saying, okay, we're not on 4 fresh tires, but if we got 8 to 10 cars on old tires, there's no way that they can all get through the field and get up inside the top 10. So maybe they're kind of playing a defensive strategy here, trying to keep the Piston Cup Series at bay for as long as they can here, and try to wear out those tires to where at some point everybody's mostly on the same playing field as it comes to tires worn.
So
and for everybody that's
I'm sorry, go ahead.
For everybody that's watching that's curious about the American Ethanol versus Shake and Bake, your Stage 1 winner was the 9 of NNR Asbill. He was followed by the 7 of Outlaw.
Okay, that's shaping up to be a pretty good race over there. The 77 will start on the inside, and this is the first time we've seen him on the front row there, kid.
Yeah, this is the first time we've seen him up here inside the top 3. He's kind of siffed the top 5 a tad bit. This is the first time that he's going to start on the front row, and he has a bunch of his teammates behind him here. So we'll see if those cars can kind of, play some defense here, as the 88 and the 24 from the Piston Cup Series are hunting there in about 10th place.
First 10 are all Nasbros League, and they are looking to try to secure some points coming out of this stage and into 2. But there's some contact between the 5 and the 8 car, it looked like, coming into
5
the
cars
corner.
still needs a service penalty on the green.
And the 77 will maintain the lead with a 9 right on his tail end, which is his teammate Zachary Plays.
I think what this right here is showing, as y'all talked about a while ago, is I feel like they are creating a wall. They're blocking the faster guys behind them. The only way they're going to get back in this battle points-wise is they're going to have to play off strategy. There's no way they could just follow the leader out here. They follow the leader all night. They're going to run about 7th on back. I mean, that's been common this whole
2
race
laps,
as
the
they've been
5 car
behind
has
him.
to make his black
So,
flag stop.
If they don't stay up front somehow, some way of going off strategy with a 2-tire stop or a splash and go, it's never gonna work. We're just gonna have a runaway with this by the end of stage 3.
And the
77's in the wall coming off of 4.
88's in the wall to turn 4 as well, behind the 14. As you see that wall kind of starting to take effect here, is that 14 is really stacking up everybody in the Piston Cup Series right now. There's 3 wide
The
going
4,
to turn
the
1.
77's in the wall, bouncing off the 43. 4's in the wall
cars
again.
in the wall. Here comes that 48 on the bottom though.
5 car needs a service penalty.
That 48 car is getting a big surge off of turn 2 right there, because everybody was getting in the wall.
Everyone
As
held
y'all
it
talked
coming
about
up.
the 77 being up front. It was his first time restarting on the front row, and I just didn't look like he could hold it. It didn't look like that car's really handling that well. Just looks like he's not as stable as most in the corners, and he's just getting a very bad run through the middle and the exit.
Coming out of turn
come
2.
in this lap.
They are the first 3 positions Nasbros League, and they are running away with it for whatever reason that would be. The 9 car of Zachary Plays.
That 5 car coming in. That 5 is
5 car
not
did
coming
not
in.
make his
Cautioned up.
His points will not count.
Caution flag is out here on Charlotte Motor Speedway.
And that is a
Talking in the wrong chat, man.
I've been saying it in the other chat too, and the dude don't even want to listen.
So we're going to take a break here. We'll be right back here at the Fast Family League Showdown as these guys take their pit stops and we cycle back around to get ready to go green here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. An epic showdown so far between the Piston Cup and Nasbros League. You are watching the Rowdy Truck 16 channel here on Twitch. And we are
Kevin,
back here under caution here as they start pitting. And BLM.
Kevin, the co-owner of the Make America Great Again League, it's good to see you in the comment section and watching, cheering on your fellow owner in his commentating role tonight. The race is not over. We are in the middle of stage 2, currently having the top 3 ran by the Nasbro League. Look forward to racing with you Saturday at Homestead. This is a good battle off the pit road. The 21 and 48 are side-by-side exit. I believe the 21 got him.
I think that 42 car, that 43, the 43 car of Wild Redneck actually made it into the top 5 coming out of the pits. But that 9 car has been fast. Zachary Plays. How fast is he going to be, kid, when we come back on this restart with that 48 stacked up behind him?
Oh, he's definitely going to be really fast as we're about to come back green here, and as he has been one of the cars that's been fast. Hasn't been up in the front as much, but he still had some speed though. With his teammate, or I shouldn't say teammate because they're not technically on the same team. But with his 48 behind him, who's ready to go, I would expect to see the 48 kind of give the 9 car a big shove here on this upcoming restart.
Yeah, we're getting ready to go green here. I believe in one more lap, possibly. We might go green here. I'll get final word from the official.
Green flag this one.
But we are going to go green. We have just a handful of laps to go. Well, not a handful of laps to go, but we're ticking down the laps. And this has actually been a race full of strategy, BLM. The Nasbros League had to use a bit of strategy to get themselves to the front and then continue to dominate up there because of their strategy.
It's the same game I called from the beginning. They're going to do it as they're coming down to the Geico restart zone. The 9 car's going to start on the bottom as your leaders. The green flag's in the air. They're battling. 48 gives them a ton
Big shove
of a push all the way
that
down.
24 car
right on his bumper as well. Here comes the 4. 17 laps to go at the end of stage 2. The 9 car pushes up. 24's on the apron. 4 car's giving him a giant shove off of 2 down the back straightaway.
Single file
They're
down the
3
back.
wide.
Down the back straightaway, 1, 2, 3, and 2 wide from there. That 48 car trying to do anything to get to the back of that 9 car of Zach Plays for the Nasbros League. The 40, the Piston Cup. We'll see if that's going to be two aside each other there for first, but the have the advantage, a heck of a run. The 48 will actually looks like has the quarter panel still coming down the back 3. There will still be side by side. The 48 going to have the advantage, but the 9 will hold tight there beside him. The 48 will take the lead and will have the lead at the end
Caution.
at the caution. So 48 will have the lead. The 9 car of Zachary Plays. And then behind him, the 24 car of the Irish Rear and the 88 car of Little KVNG. And the 12 car goes off into the wall, it looked like.
Want to say hi to my mom as she's watching out there in great Jemison, Alabama. Down here watching my broadcast. First time rookie out here with some professionals. Having a little bit of fun.
Twitter fingers. Okay.
You got people all over the United States in this party. I'm from VA.
I'm from Michigan. Yeah, so we definitely got people all over the place.
You got good drivers everywhere in this party right now, all over the United States.
So we are getting ready to pit here under caution. The 9 car going to be looking to possibly get some fresh rubber, but it's time for that strategy that we started at the beginning of this stage that allowed the Nasbros League to get back to the front to really play out. Kid, tell us a little bit about what you foresee possibly happening because of that strategy and how they did play it.
Well, yeah, again, since they all kind of decided, you know what, we're going to collectively just stay out and just try to create a wall here, they did kind of buy the guys some time. They were able to get some guys out in front. You see the 9 car, he's out there. But sadly, though, with them not being on 4 fresh tires, they did kind of fade back. So we could potentially see that strategy. We might see that strategy play out here in the later stages, potentially. In one of the stages or in the 3rd stage that doesn't count. Say they try to create a wall. A 3. To kind of keep themselves up in the front going to stage 4. So it'll be very.
Man, they ducked up and almost wrecked the whole field.
It'll be very interesting to see, how the strategy plays out, because the Nasbros, they've really tried everything in their playbook now. They've tried to be aggressive. They tried to play. Now it's just kind of like, all right, you just got to just buckle. I think that's really the only strategy that they really got left now.
Yep, that 48 car lead, and he is going to look to possibly bring the guys to the line here this time around if we can get them all stacked up in time. I would like to just remind you all that over on Repeat's channel on I think it's I'm Repeat. Is it just Repeat there, BLM?
I will pull it up now and I will give you the stream.
Yes, so over.
It is REPETE 1975 stream. You have race 10. It's American Ethanol versus Shake and Bake. Your current leader right now over there will be NNR Asbill. He's currently leading after stage 1. They had a caution that came out, and now they are. He is in that booth, Rick James.
He is in that booth over there with Repeat
People
and
get to talking in my
Kay
ear.
Harvick fan, and had a good time over there. As much as we're here with you guys, race number 9, the Piston Cup versus the Nasbros League, and we are going to get ready to come green to wind down this 2nd stage at Charlotte.
My calculator's getting some overtime with the fact of the strategy that the
Boys, I got a points
Nasbros
update
team
for you.
is hitting up. The Nasbros team playing strategy. They should be a little bit short more on fuel, probably about 3 or 4 laps short compared to the Piston Cup. So it'd be very interesting to see when they're going to peel off on pit road and how big of a gap it's going to put for them in stage 3 to set them up for that all-important one.
Yeah, and after stage 1, we do have a points update.
All right, I got it front.
All right, so it looks like Piston Cup took a majority of the top positions for points, and Nasbro has a lot of catching up to do. So as of right now, we got Piston Cup at a total of 39, and Nasbros are a total of 10. I really hope they can get in those top spots and add some extra points and make this a good race.
Yeah, so
the 88 put the 4 car in the wall.
So there
That
is
might
contact.
affect the arrow, the 4 car, right there. We'll see if that kind of makes this car a little bit harder to handle here as the stage enters the ladder portion.
So coming out of turn 4, the 48 will have the lead, and in case you didn't hear, at the end of stage 1, the Piston Cup does lead the Nasbros League 39 points to 10 points. A lot of catching up to do this Nasbros League has to do, but it's looking like BLM, they're giving it a run for their money.
Yeah, I mean, right now coming into stage 2, exiting, you got a couple of the guys up there that are still running up front. The 9 car He's still holding strong. I mean, that's about all we got. I mean, the 77 is not far behind, but he's not in a position to really get much points. He might get one. It's looking like Stage 2 could wrap this up for the Piston Cup.
The 48 and the 24 side by side coming into turn 3. They roll through the corner, still side by side with that 88 looking to push someone else to the lead, as he generally does. The 24 will have the lead coming into turn 1, but the 88 is looking to steal that second position away from that 48 with that 4 car of
48 in the wall.
Ooh, and the 48 did get
So we
the
got
ball.
6 laps to go here right now.
Yeah, go ahead.
So they're coming to the caution cutoff right now. Then as coming to the end of the stage, they're going to be hitting 5 to go here as they come off turn 4. That 24 car is scooting away a little bit though.
Ooh, that 5 car, that 47, that 5 car had some contact coming across the chicane there in the tri-oval. And that 5 car has really been driving aggressive tonight, BLM. It's like he's not a bad driver. He just, there's times it looks like he just has a moment.
Yeah, he's driving up there like a bull in a china shop. But I tell you what, he's got some speed under that 5 Chevy goods. Chevy, he hadn't caught a break. I feel like he's driving it like he deserves to be up front, but that ain't the way you do it. You want to race people clean. You know, you're in a tournament. You got a lot of eyes on you. A lot of people are going to go back and watch this, and they're going to say, "Hey, this is what we're going to pick for our next season." You got leagues out there that are using this tournament as a platform to elevate their stuff, and they're scouting like an NFL team. They're wanting to put the best of the best show on each and every time they get on the track and they race this game, and that's just not a way to do it. I get it. He's fast, and he got up there and he ran in the top 5, but you know, if you start running people over, you got to expect it back, and you know that's just kind of how it goes.
Right now, that 24 car is scooting away as they come to 2 to go. That 43 is fighting there on the bottom. He made a big shove going to turn 3 and 4 right there, pushing those as they hit 2 to go.
Coming into turn
like
1, he is coming some lap traffic coming out of 2 and coming to the back stretch. The 3 car is going to be lapped once this 24 rolls through this corner. And now we do have a blue flag system, so if this 3 car anything, he will be blue flagged, asked to move out of the faster car's way. That is an official flag of NASCAR, and we will see how this pans out as the 24.
Oh, he
right now
he's
he's holding 24 up. He's holding that 24.
Oh, he put him in the wall.
He put him in the wall. Whoa.
And
Wow, it slowed the momentum of that 24 car as it's going back straight away. The 88's not going to catch him, but it definitely stacked him up back there. It shut the run off. He got into the 88 a little bit. And
Contact
got
up
the
turn
48
one
up
to the
there.
9 car and the 43 side by side to the line, and the 9
the 24 is going
got
to win
43.
stage 2.
And the 43 is around there almost at the chicane and causing the 22 and several other ones to kind of slide and spin around. So we are at a caution, another caution here at Chicago. With that caution, we are going to take a break, and we will be back with you momentarily as these guys get some fuel and get some rubber, and we get back to some really good racing here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Just as a reminder, you are watching the Fast Family League Showdown here on the Rowdy Trucks Twitch station.
Get an answer. I finally know why I feel like a number.
So I apologize. That was the end of the stage, and the 24 car did win that. And we are back for stage 3 here with the 24 and the 88 lining up, taking us into turn 1 here at Charlotte. I tell you what, guys, this has been a phenomenal race. This 24, the 88, the 48. They have all been exceptional for the Piston Cup. The 9 car, the 8 car, and the 21 car, and the 77 at times for the Nasbros League have all been exceptional. What is going to be the difference here in this stage that leads one or the other team on to win this this duel?
Strategy. I'll say it all night. Strategy, strategy, strategy. I could sit here and talk about it until this race is over. Strategy's going to end up winning this race. I feel like the nerves are going to start ramping up, right? There's going to be caution after caution after caution. And what it proved in the Coke 600 with Chase Elliott losing, he lost because of strategy. He didn't lose the race on pure speed. He lost it because somebody didn't pit. I feel like if people don't pit, as we saw when the 24 and when the 43 stayed out, they were able to hold the lead, even on 2 tires or no tires. They were able to pull away because everybody's battling from second on back. Everybody's fighting for that next position. So somebody's going to be ticked off at the end of this race because the fastest car might not win it. That 88 or 24 or 48 might not pull into victory lane tonight. They might end up being 5th, and they're going to miss out on some great interviews from us.
Yeah, that 88.
That's what they should be looking in for.
That 88 car and I apologize, that 88 car and that 4 car side by side, the 4 car taking the lead coming into turn 3 there. These guys are
5 car put the 9 car in the wall.
Oh, 9. 48 put the 5 back in the wall off of 4.
And they held it, but the aggression from this 5 car has just been off the charts.
It's been off the charts. Yeah, it is. Yeah, he's been really driving aggressive the whole race, and you already got a warning and a penalty for aggressive driving. So you just wonder to think, how much, how long until it's not, boys have at it anymore. We've already seen a situation where we had to, kick out a whole league for over one guy who was just wrecking everybody. So obviously, you have to think back to that. Will it get to that point? And I don't think the Fokker has any ill will intentions. I feel like how BLM was saying, he's driving like he deserves to be up there, which he probably does. He's had a fast car, but at the end of the day, you have to have a brain out there, and you have to know about who's around you and what you're doing at any given time.
Yeah, coming across the line again, that 88 and the 24 battling for the lead side by side with the 24 run on the outside. Coming into the backstretch, the 48 looks like he gave the 88 a mighty push, but it's not going to matter because coming into 3, they're going to be tandem side by side.
And they still have all 4 spots for the Piston Cup. They're starting to flex their muscle. I feel like that the Nasbros League has adjusted too far off. There's a thing in NASCAR that you could make a good adjustment, or you could just adjust. You could over adjust, and I feel like they're reaching right now. They're reaching for some more speed. They're trying everything. They're throwing the proverbial kitchen sink at it. And I feel like it's really biting them in the butt. They're not really showing what they had earlier when they were able to get in the top 5 in battle. They need to go back on those adjustments that they had at the middle of stage 2 to get back up there. I mean, the 77's still been a valiant effort here tonight, but it's just not going to be good enough if just 1 car or 2 cars are up there in the top 10 to make a big difference in this point system.
Exactly.
Air just cause in that 12 car there in front of the 77. He's been running pretty decent for the Piston Cup, but right behind him is that 77 of Compliant Crab, and trying to take that position away coming into the front stretch. And there was some contact there between them as that occurred. The 88 still in the lead coming out of turn 2 onto the backstretch. These 4 right here are flying kind of like the what are those? The Pensacola Blue Angels, the Flying Angels. They've got a formation going, and they are zooming out of that turn.
We're having an issue on the one car for Twitter fingers as he's going down pit road for an unscheduled pit stop. Kind of curious on if he's playing strategy or is his car's just really off or he has a bunch of damage, but that is very costly for the Nasbros team. That just takes one more out of it.
Yeah, but yeah, these top 4 cars are really just scooting away right now, and they're even battling and all that stuff. And those two cars behind them, the 77 and the 12, still can't catch, even with them battling as the 77 scrapes the wall off turn 4 a little bit right there. That's definitely not going to help their cause. But it's been all Piston Cup so far in this race. Granted, this is the stage that doesn't matter right now, so this is kind of a testing time for the Nasbros. This is where they can kind of reach into their bag and see what else they can do here, because they are running out of time and running out of time fast.
Coming out down.
This is also a race.
Coming down the back stretch, that 77 car is coming down the back stretch. The 77 car is looking for help from that 5 car and that 12 car, who look to be gaining on him, and hopefully they can get up together. And and the 5 car hit the wall coming out of turn 2 there.
Yeah, the 5 car probably trying to drive that thing as hard as he can to try to catch those lead cars up there, but he can't do it by himself. He's got 4 cars in front of him right now that he should probably try to work with and get in a train, because just with how this game is, if you got cars, not bump drafting per se, but still in a line, still in a pack, you can catch guys that have less cars in a pack. So those 5 cars back there really need to kind of get in a train here and try to make up any time that they can before we get to green flag pit stops.
This is also part of the race. I know it's only a video game, but this is part of the race. This is a very long race. Fatigue starts to set in for the guys that's racing on a wheel or on a controller. Things start to hurt. Your mind starts to go away. Your head starts to hurt. You're tired of looking at the screen. You're thinking in your head, how am I going to get up front? And for the Nasbros team, they're overthinking it. They're sitting here going, well, we're not running very well. What are we going to do? You're sitting back there in 6th or 7th, and you're going, man, these leaders are pulling away, and I think I have a good car. But you're thinking, okay, how can I pit early? Can I pit later? Can I out-pit them? Can I take 2 tires? Can I take, a half a can? And can I just get some track position to hope for a caution to come out and try to play the strategy game? This is not a normal race. This is a 4-stager, 200 laps here. And they've just been sitting here thinking how they're going to get to the end of the race. And this is when the true league is going to show, and I believe it is.
Coming back into the tri-oval, the 48 and 24 have rode side by side for a couple of laps now, with that 4 car looking to capitalize on either of their mistakes. That 88 car has fallen back a little bit back to 4th place, but all still Piston Cup drivers. Back there in 5th place, also another Piston Cup driver, Rag 3 Omega, and he is trying his best to. I apologize, Rag 3 Omega's in 3rd, but they're trying to chase him down here at Charlotte as they come out of 2 and onto the backstretch.
I believe we have about 30 to go right now, so we're getting near the end of the fuel run here, is where the tires start to kind of give out a tad bit, and this is where you might see some guys coming in to get those fresh 4 tires. We've already seen a couple cars come into pit road here early, perhaps maybe short pitting as a strategy to kind of gain some time here, so we'll see how these strategies play out here down the stretch.
Yeah, this is about the time of the run where things start to get a little slippier coming off of 4. You start hitting that bump on the very bottom. You start seeing a little bit of a line. You got guys that are starting to save, guys that don't want to pit. You got guys that are just sitting back here going, man, if I could just sit out here as the 3 leaders, 4 leaders are all pitting. 77's going to go an extra lap. That's shocking. The 77's trying some different strategy. Maybe he's going to save. All of the cars from the Piston League are staying out.
Yeah, the 77 will take over the lead as he stays out. That's the compliant crab of the Nasbros League coming down the backstretch and coming into 3. He is all by himself.
He's going to have his teammate with the 12 car behind him probably coming to pit row as well. You have to think that they're all talking strategy in their respective parties right now, trying to talk about, how they can find any way should I get some points here and make up on the Piston Cup series.
Yeah, this 77 coming into the pits. That will leave looks like the 14 car as the leader now.
Sorry, I believe I forgot the lap count. I'm pretty dumb. I screenshotted the roster here, and the guy who posted it had a low battery and it was red, and I thought my phone was dying, so I was jiggling with my phone here to see if it was charging. So very unprofessional of me here, but I'm fully charged and we're still ready to go.
Crossing the line here, I think the 14 of Nikolai 510. He does drive for that Nasbros League. I think he will take over the lead. And
he's pitting this. Looks like, nope, he's going on the straightaway here.
Yeah.
This is where it's tough with with just the way the game is. You don't have the ticker at the top of your screen or whatever to kind of help you with who's the actual lead car. So we're trying our best here, trying to figure out who the lead car is. I think it's 14 though. I think you are correct on that one.
We will follow this just for a couple of moments because either way he would still have to pit unless he was a lap down. Nobody went a lap down.
Yeah, but I saw the 14 car pit a little bit earlier in the run, so he may actually be the lead car now because I think he already has made his green flag pit stop for the stage.
Lead car or not, that train is slowly gaining on him coming out of 4 and crossing.
Yeah, the 48,
the line
24, 4 car. Yeah, there's a bunch of fast cars in that train right now. If that 14 is the lead car, he's really 48 cars leader. Okay, we just got word from race control that the 48 car is the lead car. So, so we got a good battle going on right now here for the lead. Actually, we got a 5-car battle right now.
So side by side for second, but the 24 will get a really good run away from that situation with a 4 car, the 88 car, and it looks like the 9 car of Zachary Plays, which will be the highest running Nasbros League member right now.
Man, I'm very much happy to see that they're getting the high line in. Typically Charlotte Motor Speedway is right against that blue line down there at the bottom. Not very much off of it. The fastest way around is to put 2 tires on that blue line all the way around the corner to get the exit and the drive off. If you have a wiggle through the center of the corner, that's going to destroy your speed on the straightaways. As you see the 24s going to the high side here, let's see if he can get that momentum. For some reason, it just looks like they can't get on the gas as good as they want to up on the higher lanes. If you get a very good arc like the 48 is doing here as he continues to lead, he's getting about 2 inches off of that blue line, and it's letting those guys stay with him. If you stay directly on that line, your center speed is going to be better than most by 2 to 3 miles per hour all the way through the corner. And it kind of eliminates the draft for the guy behind you to get that run.
Turns 1 and 2, the high lane definitely isn't as effective, at least not the very high lane. That middle groove works really well in turns 1 and 2, but that high lane doesn't really work as well. But 3 and 4, you can really make that high lane work. If you have the right setup in, you can really make that high lane work. As looks like the lap car of the 14, that lap car of the 14 almost kind of caused a wreck right there with the lead lap cars, but
48 car still in the lead with the 24 and the 9. The 24, the 4, the 88, and the 9 following behind him, coming out of 3, coming out of 4. But that 24 is stuck right to the 48's bumper the entire race. But yeah, that 14 car did kind of get wobbly, get into a couple of our leaders, but it didn't, no harm, no foul, I suppose, as one goes the 88.
Oh, 88 goes through the grass.
Oh, no.
14's in the wall coming out of 2.
That's going to kill the 88 car. He was rolling up with those lead cars right there. Now he's going to fade back, and that's probably going to take him out of the running for a top stage spot unless we get a caution here. Because, yeah, now he doesn't have any drafting help. He might be able to kind of latch on to those guys behind him, but right now he's going to be kind of in that weird gray area right now between both packs.
The 48.
I think the one thing that the Nasbros team could hope for is that the Piston team, they continue to race each other hard and they make mistakes. I think mistakes could be crucial towards the end of this race. It's the only way once stage 2 or stage 3 is going to be over with here.
Oh,
it's really
no!
gonna. Oh my God! One car on the wall. 24, 48 in the wall
that
as
might be
well.
it.
Oh my
Oh, no.
gosh!
I don't know what the
man.
one car was
That
doing.
was
He was
just
sitting in the middle of the
disaster.
racetrack.
Waiting to
Oh,
You
happen.
gotta look
Man.
out for.
We are at a caution here at
Wow.
Charlotte Motor Speedway for multiple car incidents there with our leaders and a lap car.
Yeah, I don't
that
know
was
what
a
the one car
stupid-
was doing.
that was
And
stupid.
they're going to race back to the
Yeah,
line
one car,
here.
that's a warning. I saw
And
it.
the 24 will be our leader when we come
Also,
back green.
14, that's also a warning, too.
Yeah,
I had
that's
it
the-
right down, guys. 14 on the one. That's both the warnings.
That's the second time that we've seen a lap car kind of mess with the lead pack. We saw it just in the last stage with the with the 3 car, and now this time it's the 1 car who was really he was just sitting in the middle of the racing line there in 3 and 4, and he just took the bottom lane away, and the 48 car ran right into the back and probably shot him up the racetrack. So it's definitely a tough break for the 48, as he may have some some aero damage right there. As when it comes to pitting, that might cost him a few spots if he does have a little bit of damage, because 2 to 3 seconds to to repair some front end damage could cost you some spots. So
Yeah, as Rick James would say, complacency. These guys are tired and they are ready to go home. They want to win this thing and get it over with. They're getting tired of looking at the back end of the same car over and over again, and they are not going to. They are not going to let up. I think, and it's only going to get worse when we get into that stage 4 and we try to close this race out. I think that the cautions are going to breed cautions, and we are going to see a lot more of these. We're going to take a break here. Remember, you are watching the Fast Family League Showdown. Hey, just as a reminder, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button? Many of the Fast Family League Showdown races will be here on the Rowdy Energy Racing Network, and I would love your support and all of that, as all of these amazing, as 420 plus drivers, 15 plus commentators, and 2 amazing event commissioners take on this awesome event that we call the Fast Family League Showdown. And so we're going to take a break, and we'll be back here momentarily.
I finally know why I can't get an answer. I finally know why I feel like a number.
So we see the 3 car, he made a mistake earlier in stage 2, but look at him, he's leading the race. The mistake paid off due to the fact that they got a caution very quick as they're coming to the restart zone. 3 car to the lead automatically. Oh, he doors the 4, or the 24, the 4 gives him a push all the way down the front straightaway. What a restart so far. The 3 cuts up, cuts the nose of the 24, diving it into 1.
That 3 car in the lead, side by side, are 2 of the Piston Cup teammates trying to take that lead away from that Nasbros member with just a handful of laps to go. The 4 car to the lead, the 3 car will slide back into the 4th position as the 9 car pulls up beside him. Zachary Plays, which is his teammate, and he's actually going to slide on back past the 43 of Wild Reckneck. Also, it looks like these Piston Cup boys are lining back up in that top position.
Oh, the 3 car door the 22.
Ooh.
Boy, I thought that the strategy would work, but man, he was a sitting duck out there.
Yeah,
Them tires swallowed him
he really
up.
fell off.
Inside the
really
4,
swallowed him.
the 24 dives in underneath the 4 and takes the lead with a 48 on his backside. The 9 of Zachary Plays trying to ease up there and take that position. They are battling for the lead coming out of 2, but the 9 and the 4 come side by side for 3rd, and the 9 car will remain side by side with him coming into 3. But it looks like he may have the run and take that position on away from him. No, they're still side by side as they come into the trial.
Who said that?
I think this goes to show you right here. We haven't talked about that 48 car in a while. He's been mired back in traffic, but man, track position pays key here. The fact that the 48 has been able to rebound all the way through here without having to play strategy shows the speed of that 48 car. I know Geico Gamer, man.
Who is calling people out?
He's got 2 hands on the wheel, and he's grinding every lap. He's trying to get back up there and lead it and show that his team, the Piston Cup team, is the best team out here. I know he's tired of seeing the Irish Tree leading this race. He wants to get up there as a league owner and win this dang thing.
Look at that 43 car though. That 43 car of Wild Redneck coming out of nowhere. He's really just sitting there in 5th, just kind of waiting, and eventually he got the draft going down the back stretch. Then he really set himself up going into 1 and 2 on the next lap, and now he's fighting for 3rd right now. He's looking good right now. He's looking strong to catch those 2 lead cars right now.
Yeah, that 24 car and that 48 car teammates coming into the tri-oval, crossing the line, and they have stepped away from the rest of the field as they've stopped battling each other and they've started kind of putting everyone else behind them. The 24 car bobbles, hits the wall, coming into 3. The 4 car, the 77 car, it looks like, and the 9 car will draw out the top 5, coming back into the tri-oval and crossing the line here with 6 laps to go here at Charlotte.
You go to cross that line one more time, and the caution cutoff is there.
Yep.
It's anybody's race from here to take stage 3. I know they say that this one isn't going to factor into who's going to get a bye week or not in an all-important next round. We're going into the next round's road courses, and I'm sure every league is chewing their nails, hoping that they don't have to go race on a road course, because anything could happen. You could slide off in the dirt. You could slide in the grass and wreck on the last lap and cost a ton of points to your team. So this race right here could be so important to advance you into the super speedway round where everybody knows it's a crapshoot. So everybody has to be on their game 100% here and utilize each and every lap to position themselves with the final 10 laps if we get a shootout to go up there and win this race.
Yeah, I think this is really a 2-car battle right now for the lead. And again, these 2 cars in the top 2 positions are on the same team, so there's really no point for them to kind of battle out and potentially wreck one another. So this is really just going to be a time where they can kind of just chillax. But as you look up ahead of them, there's a lap car. That 3 car is back there. He is back again as a lap car.
3 car, blue flag, lap leaders are coming.
We'll see.
Man, that's scary. Every time they've got a lap car so far, somebody's hit them.
So,
I'm sure that 24 and 48 are not wanting to see anybody in their mirror.
Yeah, they're catching that 3 car. I believe Race Control has given the 3 car the blue flag. It looks like he.
Oh,
is.
he hits the wall. He bounced off the 24. 48 to the bottom.
With 4
oh my God.
Coming
What
out
a
of 2 with
stupid
4
mistake
laps
again.
to go, the 24 and the 48 will have the lead still, but the 3 car did hold them up as these two Nasbros guys tries to run them down. But the 24 will come around into the tri-oval, take the and the 3 car goes off across the chicane with 3 laps to go coming into turn 1. The 48, I think, is now fixing to start challenging for that stage win.
Yeah, somebody needs to tell that 3 car we ain't on the roval today. We're on the oval. We're going to run the road course out here.
So coming into 3, the 24 car will lead it. Coming out of 4 and into the tri-oval, he will see the white flag crossing the line. 4 more turns until he has secured stage 3, and it looks like there's nobody that can attest that.
Yeah, these cars are really just good away right now. That 24 car is really kind of create a gap on himself, and the 48 will probably have the stage win here unless he screws up. But it looks like he's getting through these last few turns nice and easy. Comes off turn 4. It looks like the Piston Cup Series getting a strong finish here in stage 3. Again, dominating the top 10. So you don't want to say it's over for the Nasbros, but I mean, it's not looking good on their part right now. They're definitely going to need a prayer here in stage 4 if they want to make any sort of run here for the round to win.
Looks like right now the best it is. Ha got him, got 6. The 9 car of Zach got 7th.
Yeah, the that stage here at Charlotte. Congratulations to him. But this is the moment that we have all. This is going to be stage 4 here at Charlotte, and I tell you, it is. It could be the make or break for this Nasbros League group that they have on the track tonight.
I have points updates from stage 2, by the way.
And we also have some points updates from stage 2 as we turn it over to our official Ford Tough.
There you go.
All right, coming out of stage 2, Nasbro was able to score a few more points than stage 1. They're up to 27 from the 10 that they were sitting at, and Piston Cup is coming away with 77 total points at the end of stage 2.
Trouble.
So for all you viewers who did not hear that, or possibly at the end of stage 2, the Nasbros League did score 17 more points. They now sit at 27 points starting stage 3, and the Piston Cup guys had 77 points sitting at the end of stage 2. Caution will be out here at Charlotte, and they will race back to the line, the 24 and the 48 coming out of 4 into the tri-oval, and once they get to the line, a caution car of Zachary plays position away from the 4 car.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what quite happened there. While we were having the points updates, they are hitting each other. They're wrecking here under caution, but there was a little bit of some contact while we were having the points update. I saw some cars kind of get pushed down on the apron, and then they didn't really get in to give any regard for anybody else on the track when they came back up and kind of just clobbered into everybody. That's probably where the caution came out on. But right now, it's really been all Piston Cup. They're really just kind of scooting away with this thing, and unless something miraculous happens and somehow Nasbros just dominates stage 4 here, and, takes all any way of how they can come back and win this thing.
Yeah, Nasbro doing exactly what I said they were going to do. They were going to play strategy. Those guys stayed on the track here. I don't know if they pitted at the end and they just didn't feel like they ran enough laps on those tires to really make a difference. But we're going to see on this restart, you got cars behind them. We're gonna see who really has the muscle, because we're coming down to the end of this thing, and right now you're correct. You got a lot of Nasbros guys up here. I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars out of their 10 are sitting right here in the top 7 spots.
48 car just taking fuel only there. He's already back out of the pits and almost caught back up with the field. He was so fast in and out of there. He didn't even get 4 fresh tires. I think he just wanted to make it to the end of the stage. We're going to take just a break as these guys get squared back away. We'll take one more caution lap. We'll be right back here at the Rowdy Truck 16 Twitch channel. So we are back here, stage 4 at Charlotte, race number 9 for the Fast Family League Showdown. Coming out of 4, the pace car is going to pull off from in front of the field. The 9 will have the baton with the 21 of Garlic. I apologize. I believe it is the 21 of. Yeah, the 21 of Garlic Bread goat on the outside of him, and the field will stack up as these guys go green here at. Oh, I'm sorry. Another caution. We are going to take another caution light here. So BLM strategy. That has been your word tonight. But what strategies have actually been paying off up to this point?
Well, you saw that the 43 was able to stay out earlier in the race. Stage 1, he did not pit under a caution. Everybody else came down. 43 stayed on the track, and he has run consistently in the top 5 all night. That little bit of track position in stage 1 has propelled him through 3 stages. Now let's see. There's top 7 cars are Nasbro. They are swinging for the fences right now. They heard our point. Are they watching our broadcast? And they know they ain't got much left. But they're coming to the green flag right here. They're the top 7. As the 9 car gets a great restart on the 21, the 5 car did not get going right there. As the 21 ducks down to get behind the 9, the 77 is holding off that 24, who's fast with 4 fresh tires on the outside.
So that 9 car gets a really good run coming into the backstretch, and the 77 and the 21 are going to line up in a line, but that 24, the 88, and the 48, the 24 and the 88 have punched a hole in these guys' barrier systems.
Oh, the 77 put the 9 car on the wall coming off of 4, but the 77 has been a dark horse all race long. He's been lurking up there in the top 5. He's been hanging with the big dogs. He's been trying to get some points for the guys, but the 24 is battling strong on the outside above Garlic.
Watch out for that 5 car right there. That 5 car, he's been in the back all day because of the penalty that he had to get earlier, but now he's sitting there in a prime position here to potentially win this thing. So we'll see if maybe he's kind of toned down his aggressiveness a little bit, which probably should be the opposite, because now we're getting to the end of the races. He goes through the grass right there, but now we're getting to go time, so he might have to ramp up the aggressiveness now. But we'll see what happens as the 9 car's in the wall.
The 24 of the Irish Rear in the first place position, sitting P1 there, and the 88 of little KV and G in second place, which him or the 48 doesn't matter. They're both a powerhouse. The 4 car there in third place of Rag 3 Omega and the 77 car of Compliant Crab, they're in fourth. But the gap between second and third and something happened.
Tell you what, I've been
You're
preaching strategy all night long. I've been preaching it. I feel like strategy's going to win this race, but man, that 24 is strong. He pulled up to the outside of them boys, and he didn't lift. He come out of turn 4, dang near scraped the wall, tore the whole side of his car off, and he didn't give a crap. He hung it in the gas. He left it sideways, and I'm pretty sure he's going to come down pit road because he's done tore the 24 off that damn thing.
And let's see, the 77 and the 5 stay out.
Yeah. It looks like most of Nasbros stayed out that time, kid.
That's not a smart move.
Again, just going back to the word strategy and going back to what BLM was saying, how they're just reaching for the fences right now. They really are. I mean, they're on some old tires right now, that being the 77 and the 5, and they stayed out, so this is going to be probably a very hectic restart, as you're going to have a bunch of guys on 4 fresh tires, and you're going to have 2 guys on old sets of tires here. And in NASCAR Heat 5, it's really critical that you have fresh tires. Even, having slightly old tires can be the difference between you keeping your track position and and you falling all the way back to the rear of the field.
Well, he's wanted a shot at the lead all night long. He's not had it yet, but this number 5 is going to get an opportunity to line up to the outside of the 77 and see what he can do. He's been fast, he's been aggressive, and now let's see exactly, with some clean air, how fast that Chevy Camaro can run.
Yeah, he's going to be sitting second here, so he's definitely going to have some clean air. We'll see if he can get a good restart, because that last one he had, he definitely did not get going there. So if he can get a good restart here, kind of stay even with that 77, and hopefully doesn't get freight trained here by the rest of it on four fresh tires, he might be able to make a name for himself here, and get the lead that he thinks that he should have had the whole race. As what are the 88 and the 1 car doing behind them?
The 77 car will have P1 with the 5 car lining up to his outside. The 8 car will line up behind him of Zero Tolerance, and behind the 5 car we will have the 3 car of Smokey lining up behind for the top 4. Coming out of turn 4, we'll see if we'll go green this time. I believe we will, with a handful of laps left to go here at Charlotte. Thank y'all for joining us tonight. Thank y'all so much for being interactive. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. I'd love a subscribe. That'd be great, as a lot of the Fast Family League Showdown is going to be held here on Rowdy Truck 16 Twitch channel. Not a lot of it, but a lot of it. So
I'm going to dub that 5 car Ironhead tonight.
Ironhead. Why Ironhead?
I don't think he's learned much of a lesson here. He's come through the field. He bulldozed through a bunch of them. He got a penalty, started in the back. We've constantly been talking about how he's just been overly aggressive. Well, this is the one time that you're going to have to be aggressive. You're starting on the outside at Charlotte. All right? That ain't a good place to go barreling into 1. Now, you come down into 1, and something's going to happen. He's going to get down on that quarter panel, and he's going to get him really loose. And once he gets him really loose, they're both going to sail up into that wall. And it's either going to be a good turn 1, or it's going to be really ugly for the field. Because I think that 5 car is really going to dive it in there and get aggressive with it. So, yeah, he's definitely my Ironhead of the race.
Pace car signaling that he will exit off of the track this time around, with the 77 having the baton. That 5 car is going to have to make sure he doesn't get a jump on that 77 and get a penalty.
Yeah, we've already seen him have some penalties today, so we'll see what happens here. as it looks like he didn't get a good restart, but it looks like the guys behind him didn't get a good restart either. Maybe that was potentially a teammate restart right there. I don't know, because that 5 car now is sitting on the bottom lane. We got the 4 car on the apron here coming in turns 1 and 2.
They're going to want to have to hold that 24 off. He's coming down there on the bottom. He's got 4 fresh stickies. He don't care. He's coming to the front. He's proved that he can run that outside, and he's not willing to give it up. The 5 car's going to get a run into the 77 coming off of 4. Maybe this is his chance to get clean air. Maybe he's just going to get out there and that's what happen. But the new leader, 5 car gets it. 8 cars following.
And right now, Nasbros is 1, 2, 3, 4 right now with the Piston Cup sitting behind him on 4 fresh tires. So we'll see how long these two cars...
Big wreck in the back, 21 spinning.
Big wreck in the back. 21 car involved, 9 car
Oh,
involved.
big wreck.
3 car involved, 48 car involved.
Wow,
11
your
car.
fast guy's got a bunch of damage. 24 spinning off of 4. Man, does this right here just create a crapshoot for the Nasbro team? This is
And
what
the
they
9
needed.
car just left. Just had some engine
Whoa,
problems.
man.
Engine problems for the 9 car.
No way. Man, let's go. They were doing really good. They
We
got
a
what
bunch
they
of guys in
needed.
the row right now.
We do.
They got the caution that they
One,
needed at the right time. They got the strategy right on time.
2,
They got another
3,
caution that they needed. And man,
4.
wow.
There's like 6 or 7 cars in Pit Road right now. Most of them being on the side of Nasbros. I think all of them are on the side of Nasbros. If I'm not
Goes
mistaken.
bad to worse.
There's not the showing you want right now. And the 9 car was fast, too. That's the bad part. The 9 car was actually decently fast for Nasbros. So
The 9 car was their only hope.
Yeah, and the fact that now because he was really the only guy that was consistently running fast. I mean, you saw glimpses of the 77 car and the 5 car, but that 9 car was running strong with the rest of them. And now either he lagged out or left, or I don't know what happened, but now he's out of the race. So that changes. Definitely does not help Nasbros whatsoever in a matchup that's already heavily one-sided.
Yeah,
This right here, like we talked about earlier in the broadcast. This is your showcase for your league. This is where you're coming. This is where you're coming to show that your league matters in this world of esports that we're upon. And right now I gotta say, if I was leaning towards a league that if I was somebody watching this race and I wanted to join, I'm gonna go knock on the door of old Geico Gamer and I'm gonna say, hey man, you got a spot open? You guys are fast.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I do want to take a moment and just thank our pace car driver, Evil Within 777, doing an amazing job out there this evening, keeping our rules established so that we could all have a good experience within this, driving that black Toyota Camry with those bright rims, looking good and looking sharp as we take another lap around to get the field stacked back up. We're going to take just a small break. We'll be back in less than 20 seconds.
31 to go.
So we are back here, stage 4, race number 9, Fast Family League Showdown, and it has been interesting to say the least. The 4 car will have the baton with the 43 car of Wild Wreckneck on his outside, and these aren't 2 guys that we've seen up in the front, but I'm excited to see what that 4 can do now that he has the lead.
Yeah, it's really been the first time that he's really been out there in front in clean air, so we'll see how he can kind of fight and show what he's got. under the hood as they're wrecking. They might be wrecking again back there. It looks like they saved it, though.
48 and the 88 and the 43 side by side. The 88 trying to take that lead position away from the 4 car, and it looks like coming to the line he will as he had some contact that put the 4 car into the wall, but we will stay green. Coming into 1, coming out of 2, and coming into the backstretch.
Right now, again,
this
it's
right here.
all 88, all 24 right now. That 43, my dark horse pick, he's hunting right now. My 2 picks right now, the 24 car and the 43 right now, sitting 2-3.
Man, come on. Let me get my pick up here. Get up here and win this race, 48. I'm counting on you. You've been running good all race. I'm begging for you. Come up to the front and get it. That 24 is fast, and he's getting under the 88 here. I need some luck on my side for that 48 to come win this race.
You're coming down the backstretch.
He's in deep.
That 88 does have the lead, but the 24 and the 43 will not leave him alone. Coming out of turn 4 and into the tri-oval, they are going to try to go side by side. The 24 just can't get his quarter panel, but I don't think he's going to give up here, there, kid.
Yeah, he's definitely not going to give up now, and and with this thing most likely being intact for the Piston Cup Series, this is really where they can kind of just go after each other now and kind of race as if they're racing in their own league right now, trying to go after a win. So we still could see some exciting racing here, despite the fact that that they probably have the win locked up. You might try to see some personal gains right here, trying to get that dub under their belt. So we'll see. As a 24. He's trying to get the run here off of turn 2 on the hot side. 43 right behind him, side by side off of turn 2.
24 clears him down the back straightaway going into 3. 43 is going to try to take a peek on that 88. That 43 has been going strong since he took those no tires and he stayed out on the track early in the race. He hasn't given up track position since. I'm just very curious to know, and I hope that when we do the interviews at the end of the race, that we can find out, were they on the same setup? Did everybody run something different? How good was the communication? I mean, right now, it's 1, 2, 3, and the 77 sitting in 4th. I mean, what was the disconnect on the Nasbros team?
Exactly.
Was there a giant disconnect from what the 77 and the 9 was running compared to what everybody else in the field was running? How much practice did they put on the track? Did they account for tire wear? Did they account for strategy? And they played a lot of it, but it hasn't worked in their favor. The fast cars keep coming back to the front. That 24 and 88 have not been been soft on them. They've been ruthless since the drop of the green flag. They want to lead this race, and they've proven dominance time and time again. Whether it's the bottom, the top, the middle groove, they've played this track really well.
24 coming back across the line with the 88 challenging him to the inside, but he gets shut down pretty fast. Coming down into the backstretch. The 1, 2, 3 being the Piston Cup. Nasbros League in the 4th position, fighting for it vigorously against that number 4 Rag 3 Omega from the Piston Cup. As they come out into the tri-oval, the 24 will lead another lap, followed by the 88, the 43 of Wild Reckneck, and it looks like the 77 will hold that 4th position of Compliant Crab, and Rag 3 Omega behind him for 4th, if that 12 car of Air Just Cause hasn't already taken that position away from him.
So they're really fighting now. They have 4 cars in that second pack. You have the 4, the 77, the 5 car right now, and they are battling for a position right now. But I feel like they have to try to get in line here and try to catch those 3 lead cars up there. But they are fighting as if they're fighting for a lead right now. And I don't think that's really the best option right now. I think they got to get in line and try to get back up there, because they have 20 laps to do it. As the 4 car puts the 5 car in the apron, he puts him in the wall.
They're starting to
there they go.
40,
5 cars around, 77 involved. That's gonna bring out the caution.
And
I think this right here is showing you the desperation on the Nasbros team. They don't have very many cars left on the track. You got the 5 the 21 and the 77 all battling for that fourth place position. If they don't make something happen here to make a good showing for their league, they really don't have any cars left that's going to make it. If you look down pit road, if we take a scan down here on pit road, mostly Nasbros cars sitting down there. If they don't go up there and make some noise and win this race, they're not going to gain any points to make this a closer battle than than we thought it would be at the beginning.
Yeah, with the caution out here at Charlotte, this Nasbros League better be very careful, as if the league starts becoming too aggressive as a whole, they will be DQ'd and asked to forfeit the rest of their points, and that wouldn't be a good thing. So they need to settle down at this point, I think, and it would be good for them to just run their race instead of be aggressive. Sportsmanship is what this is all about. At the end of the day, this is supposed to bring a community together, and we all like to see a good competitive race. But I mean, nobody likes to see a wrecker.
Exactly. Yeah. This is, again, like I was saying. Yeah, this is supposed to bring everybody together for a fun time. And yeah, absolutely. We're not saying it has to be all sunshine and rainbows out here, because at the end of the day, you obviously you want to win. So, I'm not gonna go out here and say, oh yeah, let's keep it all nice and easy, because it's racing. It's supposed to be lots of bumping and that sort of thing. But there is a line that that some people have crossed of getting into that dangerous area of what's not what's too much. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. There's really a fine line. There's boys have at it, and then there's now you're just being a record. So, at this point for the Nasbros, I think it's time where they kind of race for pride here, trying to make their league look as best as they can on the big stage, as their hopes here of winning this match were probably done. Obviously I don't want to count anybody out, because anything can happen, because the Piston Cup guys could all of a sudden have everybody lag out. So so you never know. But I think at this point for the Nasbro, I think it's just time for them to just kind of settle down here and run this one out and just kind of race for pride here.
So the 3-car of Smokey actually will win the race off pit road and will be our leader when we come back to green. What did you have to add there, BLM?
I think we make up a good point about it's competition, but it's also about pride, and it's also about bringing the community together. Slide Job made a good thing come out of this league versus league. I'm racing a league on Saturday I've never heard of. I've never heard of the Sprite Series, and it's been good to actually get to talk to those guys and understand. Okay, it's a group of guys that came together and said we're going to make a really good league, and they go out there and they put their hearts on the line in battle. They have a lot of good battles, and I have a correlation with them. A couple of my drivers drive in that league, and they say that it's just as competitive as ever. So for them to come out here on a big stage with a small team and say we're going to get this together and we're going to have some fun and we're going to put our names out there and put it on a bracket and let the whole racing community see that there's a lot of people that play this game, and there's a lot of people that come out here and they just want to wreck, but you can see that the wreckers aren't in this lobbies.
Exactly.
You're out here and you're showing the whole community, everybody that's watching. There's like 70 people watching the other stream. That a lot of people put time and effort into this, and a lot of people came together to put this league tournament in, and we want to see good racing to the end. And I just can't wait to talk to everybody at the end of it when it's all said and done, and we crown the inaugural champion for here, and we keep this going for years to come. Of how the progression of these leagues that started out here as founding leagues that just started this year, like the Piston League or the Nasbro League, they just started this year.
Exactly.
And we could see them 2 or 3 years down the road and go, man, that league has came together. I remember commentating that race.
Exactly.
And I tell you another thing too is that as you watch these different leagues race, the one common theme that I'm noticing is something that I hear nobody ever talk about, and that's equipment. I feel like it's overlooked because there are very fast people on a controller. But when you have a passion for something and you love something as much as most of these competitors here are, you put that time, the practice in, you put the money into it, and out of that, you will get the product that you're looking to get. As I believe we look to go green here this time around. The 3 car will have the baton. The 24 car, it looks, is going to line up on the outside of him. Here we go. The 3 car gets a pretty good run, but can't pull, and does pull away from the 24. 88 and 24 side by side with a little contact.
Oh boy!
And the 88 underneath the 3 trying to.
Oh, he's
where'd the
ready.
88
The whole
where'd it
field.
go?
Oh, man.
Oh,
Yep, there they go.
yeah.
I think that was just a result of the 88 having to run. The 3 car wouldn't give him any room, wouldn't budge, and the 88 kept trying to go in the apron to try to get a run, and the 3 car just did not open the door for him. And opposite, as they're coming to 13 to go, I believe right here, I don't know if my counter is correct, but I believe we are nearing, I believe this is 13 to go, but as we're getting to the later part of this race, that 3 car did not budge whatsoever, and then at some point someone's got to give, and it was unfortunately it was the 88 car that had to give, and then collecting the rest of the field.
Here in the NASCAR heat community, we call that trying to win the race on the first lap.
Exactly.
And so that is class on what not to do on a restart for all of you out there watching this evening. But these guys are giving it a run for their money. That 3 car still up there, the 24 car of the Piston Cup, that the Irish Air been so dominant tonight. The 4 car also been very dominant, and these guys are going to take a moment and get situated as we take a break here, and we'll be back to go green very shortly.
Go across the line because
Back
it's 12 right
here
yeah.
at Charlotte
Okay, all right.
Motor Speedway, race 9, Piston Cup versus Nasbro League. And the 24 car has the baton. When we get to the line, we will have 10 laps to go. And it is shaping up to be a showdown. The 3 car, the 77 car, the 5 car, Nasbros League on the outside, and you've got the 24 car, the 4 car, the 47 car, Piston Cup on the inside, and we're going to have a showdown for the century right here coming to the restart zone. And here we go as the 24 and the 4 get a really good run, cross the line, 10 to go, and they are going to be side by side from 3rd place back. Coming into 1, the 24 and the 4, 47, 3 with the 37 right there,
Oh, no!
4 wide, and there's another, the
77 car around.
Yes, 77 car and the 21 car it looked
21
like was
21
around.
cars around.
But we are still green at the moment. 24 car will still have us in the lead, coming around into the trioval and across the start-finish line.
I think any hope that the Nasbros team had a win, and it just went right out the window.
Out the window, yep. Two
The
of the
closest
guys
they
just
got
wrecked.
sitting in the 5 car. He's battling for the 4th place position. The cars that stood up on the outside, I believe they dove it too hard into one. There's no. They tried to. Oh, the 5 bounces off the 47. He goes in the grass, and they're all wrecking into 3.
Oh, no.
Coming out of 4, the 24 will still have the lead, but he is being looked upon with 8 laps to go with the 43 and the 4 right behind him, both their
caution
married
is out.
teammates.
Yeah,
And
yep.
caution will
Caution
be
is
out
out.
with 8 laps to go here.
Where did that 43 come from?
I mean, yeah, I told you, my dark horse pick, that 43.
He's been up there battling all day in the top 5, and here we are coming to dang near 5 laps to go, and he's going to start on the outside of his own teammate to battle for the win of this thing.
2 of my picks are the 24 and the 43. The 24 was my main pick, and my 43 was my dark horse pick. And right now, that 43 car, he's sitting there in the catbird seat in second. So this is a critical time, though, because we're coming to 7 laps to go when they cross the line right here. So now it's like, all right, do you pit here or do you stay out? Because, I mean, they really got nothing to lose now. They're really just going for bragging rights. You're really just trying to pad your stats. So, you know, there's really no loss right here. Say you wreck, you know, you kind of just, you know, you may not get as good of a finish as you want to here. The 43 fake. Looks like most people are staying out. 3 car, everybody's staying out. Even the cars in the back didn't pit. That's surprising.
So 7 laps to go at this point in the race under caution. And the 24 does have the lead behind the pace car. Everyone stayed out, and we will restack them and get ready to go here hopefully in the at the end of this lap. And I tell you what, this has been as dominating as this race has been. It has been a very interesting race.
Oh yeah, it's been there's been lots of wrecks that we've seen. That this race is this broadcast has been near dang near 3 hours. We're at the 2 hours and about 44 minutes or so on the stream. So it's been definitely a exciting race with lots of cautions. They are wrecking under cautions right now. The 77 just turned around, but it's been exciting. It's been fun to watch, and for a race that I thought was going to be kind of boring because being in Charlotte, being long, it's been the exact opposite. Granted, yeah, it has been dominating, but it's still been exciting at the same time. And I believe they're still wrecking under caution right now. I don't know what is going on back there, but it's just everybody's getting restless out there.
We're going to
I will say,
go ahead.
before we go to caution, I'm so sorry for the guys that were just watching the American Ethanol Series, beat the Shake and Bake team, and prove my prediction to be correct. NNR Asbill won all 3 stages to take home the checkered flag tonight. Congratulations to American Ethanol. Advancing to round 2 tonight. We hope that you enjoy our stream as you finish watching their race. Welcome to the Charlotte Motor Speedway. We're coming here with about 5 laps to go when we take the green flag again.
Oh boy.
This has turned out to it'll be 4 to go when we come back to the line, and it is going to be a shootout. Almost a green-white checker. Not exactly a green-white checker, but essentially 4 laps. It's going to be everything that these guys have, because this is make or break.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's 4 or 5 laps to go. On mine, I have 5. I believe
6
I
laps
have,
at the line.
Okay, so yeah, okay, so we just got word from race control that it'll be 6 laps to go at the line. So we're both off. So they will be coming back to 6 to go here at the line. So
6 at the line, and the 24 will choose the outside lane this time.
interesting move.
Very interesting.
Oh,
and they will
43
take
gives him
off,
room on the restart.
Wow.
and he
I don't
dives
know if the
down.
24 jumped that. The 43 just didn't get a good restart.
Yeah. coming
Looked
in
like just
turn-
teammate working together. 77 shoving the 4 down to the apron. 4
4
shoves it
car
back
shoved
into
it
the
back
wall.
up. The 4 car shut it back.
Wow,
Like,
tempers
you
are
ain't
starting to
gonna do it
flare
today.
here at the end. The 43's getting a run down the back straightaway of the draft of the 24. That toe that he's
No,
getting.
21 to the
coming-
bottom of the racetrack.
The 43's getting a hell of a toe down the back straightaway. Oh, the
Oh, they're
3,
wrecking,
they're
they're
wrecking in the
wrecking,
back again.
They're wrecking behind. They're wrecking. Oh, no. Oh, no, that 5-car hard hit to the outside wall.
No cautions are on because we are under 5 laps to go here.
It was right before the
Oh,
line.
no,
cautions
yeah, it
out.
was right before the
And
line.
then-
The caution will be
Oh
out.
man, we gotta
This
do this
speak-
again.
Well, here we go. This
Back right
time
here.
around, it should be a green-white checkered, and we're going to take a break here. And don't go away. Stay right where you are. We will be right back with the conclusion of our race here at Charlotte. Race number 9, the Piston Cup Series versus Nasbros League. Back here at Fast Family League Showdown, we are going to be going green this time around. The 43 is going to take the inside, the 24 on the outside, or rather the reverse. The 24 wants the outside again. The 21 from the Nasbros League in that third place position with that 4-car behind to the side of him, and we are getting ready
Either way, he can't
to go
advance
green
position,
here.
so he's got to slow down.
Yeah, green here at the restart zone. The 24 takes off, the 43 takes off, and the 24 will jump out ahead coming into turn 1, and it looks like coming out of turn 2 and down the backstretch, they'll line up between 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 and 5th position.
We are 3 wide.
No more cautions now, so whatever happens, happens. Here comes that 43.
Oh,
They're
he
beating
came
the
right back up.
back straightaway. He's riding that golfer, the 24 car, as he comes through turns 3 and 4. Big wrecks behind, though, but no caution now. Here they come, 2 to go this time.
That 43 is getting a heck of a tow down the back straightaways. He's getting as much draft as he can get to catch up to the leader. That 24 has been dominant since we dropped the green flag in this race. But can the 43 make a run to win
There he
the
goes.
race?
When the
and
race is
cap it?
over,
He's got a rider.
Here we go, they're
Flip him.
blocking. He's blocking him down to the end.
Coming into
Look what
3,
happened.
they'll be blocking each other. They'll literally be pushing each other through the corner. Coming into the tri-oval,
43's gotta
they're
run.
going to be
43
fighting.
There we go.
Side by side on the last lap. One
One
left.
flat. And this time, 1 to go.
1 to go
Oh
here.
man, I'm
coming into
gripping my
turn
chair.
1.
I'm holding
They
the
are
steering wheel.
side.
I'm pedaling it around the track.
That's
Come on,
it.
43.
Oh, that was
Go
it.
put that 24 out.
that's
Oh,
it.
yeah, so
Oh
Side
man.
by side
Oh.
finish.
At the 24
Well,
win
24
here
won the race. All over
at
the
Charlotte. Man, I
Cheers
tell
for
you,
all
that
that
was
race
absolutely.
control. We was
Who's that
amped up.
talking?
I thought I had it. All right. And then they
Race
marked
control
up.
gave us the wrong
Yeah.
lap. We
Tough.
So the guy,
For
I
Mr.
spit my
Slide
dip all
Guy.
over my wheel.
Yeah.
I'm over
If
here
you have
yelling
them,
and hollering.
so
I can
here.
I want to see it from your point of view before I make a judgment call.
Way we have concluded the race. The 24 car of the Irish rear is going to be the winner here. And we are going to have our interviews coming up very soon. So don't go anywhere and stay tuned and give us just a couple of moments to get everyone in here we need in here. And so congratulations to the 24 of the Irish Rear and all of the Piston Cup and Nasbros League members that raced tonight. Give us just a couple of minutes. We'll be right back, and we'll have some interviews, and we'll get to bed.
Geico Gamer. Well, first thing I'll say is appreciate you, coming out to the showdown. Looks like y'all had a pretty good race going on. A lot of bumping and banging. We didn't like to see as many cautions, but we got through it. And I'm not going to give you your final total on your points, but I think you will be moving up to the next round. So what we'd like to do is hear a little bit of yourself and how people can learn more about their league.
Yeah. So, the league is the Cup Series named after the racing series from the car movie. Kind of ironic there. Find us on Instagram at NASCAR Piston Cup Series. There are a few spots available left to open cars, and it's just really fun. Good racing. Every
So
Tuesday.
y'all Tuesday and Thursdays, y'all mostly Cup Series. You have multiple series.
Xfinity Series.
You have an Xfinity Series. You have
NASCAR Xfinity Series. No trucks.
social media, so people
Yeah.
can stop by and check you out.
At
Instagram.
NASCAR Piston Cup Series.
Okay. Well, like I said, I usually have the points tallied up
No,
to
that's
give
fine.
you a final total, but I guess the suspense will have to wait to find out your totals. But like I
That's
said,
fine.
once again, we appreciate you being a part of this
Thank you.
showdown, and see you in the next.
All right, thanks. I'm happy with everyone that put on a good show. Thank all the drivers. Just good job, everyone. Thanks.
Thank you.
You, Geico. And with that, I'll the Irish Rear, the driver of the number 24, the winner of tonight's race, man. We watched you literally dominate this race. Coming into this race, what was one of the things that you knew that you were going to have to overcome to make sure that you were in the front of this field?
I knew as long as I had most of my guys up there with me, we probably weren't going to lose this race at all. Because I work with these guys day in, day out. Me and Ray, we are in a league together. A league with the 88, same with the 43. We race with each other a lot, so I knew we were going to do very, very well.
And with this win that you had tonight, what does it mean for you and your league going forward into this road course round next week? I believe we all.
The other team better watch it because this league is very, very good at road courses. We're gonna prove it. I know we are.
Oh, bold say. I like it. I like it.
Very confident.
Go to the Charlotte Roval. You thought I dominated this? I'm just saying.
Boy.
The team we're going against has an eye-opening thing that they're gonna see with all of us. I'm gonna get my guys better. I'm gonna get my guys a lot better at the road courses.
Confidence.
Okay.
I mean, you can ask just about anybody that I race.
Well,
They know I'm
we're
good at
going to
road courses.
find out here in just a couple of weeks exactly what you got. BLM, who you got over there?
Man, I want to talk to that 43. Man, what a race! What a race from you. Wild Redneck, you got me?
Yes, sir.
Man, what a race!
Yeah,
That strategy you pulled early in the race, man, it paid off for you. You didn't look too hot in the first couple laps, but you paid off. What was the gamble, and what did you think of the car when you actually put the strategy out there?
Yeah, the car was good. First few stages, it was struggling really loose on the corner exit. And, I made a few adjustments, and it was perfect throughout the rest of the race. I felt like we had a better long car than most, but we didn't really have a long run, unfortunately. Other than that, I had a great car. It was fun racing with the Irish and all the other guys from the league. It was really fun.
What was the difference in that last restart? I kind of saw that every restart you put on the bottom or the outside, you kind of back just a little bit. Was there a shifter involved? Did the 24 shifter and you paddle, or were you manual right there? Like, what was the difference there on the restarts?
Well, we were just worrying about points, and We wanted to get probably a top 3 finish for all of us, and I said, if you want to take the top, and I'll let you in. And we did that, and we worked with it, and we did that, and it worked, and we got Rage a top 3 as well, so it was really good.
And
like a
great
lot of
running
team-
out there. You was definitely impressive. You made old kid die tonight. He got 1-2. Dark
Yes.
is big for the race. So get some goodness out there.
Appreciate it.
Hey, kid, what you got over there?
All right, now I'm looking at Ray Mega. It seemed like you were kind of struggling, but it seemed like you were kind of getting caught up in some wrecks and stuff. So talk to me about how you were able to kind of face that adversity and kind of overcome it, pull out with a third finish.
Yeah, well, the main thing was to, help my teammates. We gotta get those points right there during the stages, especially getting the top 5. I mean a lot in the standing. And I made a couple mistakes there, trying to get on road, and I hit 77, and I just made a couple mistakes. But at the end of the day, my car, Redneck said it was a long run. We supposed to have long run cars, but it didn't really come down to that. So we got a good stop on the last stop and a good reason there to get it top 3.
And so were you? It seemed like for most of the race, you were kind of the car that was trying to keep the other league at bay. So were you kind of the car that was just blocking everybody else to make sure that they didn't get up to your team or anything? Because that's really what it seemed like you're always the one that was kind of battling. No one could get up to those top 2.
Yeah, because out of most of them, I think I had probably one of the best cars in the outside lane. So that was them
I noticed that.
on the run, so they couldn't, get past us, and then I would just draft up with my other teammates and pull them past them.
All right. Well, congrats on the third place finish.
Thank you,
and congrats on your league win and moving on to the next round.
Thank you.
So with that, I don't think we have any of the Nasbros League guys in here, do we?
I believe that doesn't look
I
like
do
it.
not think they joined.
Half them lagged out anyway.
So, but I would like some notable mentions for those Nasbro League guys. The number 5 did a couple of penalties for aggression. Got them, but outside of that, the 21 of Garlic Red Goat, the number 1 of Twitter Finger, number 3 of Smokey, and they all had a little bit of speed. It just seemed like they had some issues early on, and they never could really recuperate from their BLM.
Yeah, it just showed that they came into this race with a different mindset than what Piston Cup did. They came into this race, it seemed like they were going full out, lap 1 to the end. It's not a thing you want to do in a long race. You kind of just want to pace yourself like Piston did. The Piston paced themselves from lap 1 to the end, and Nasbro was attacking. The more you attack this track, the more it sets you up for mistakes. And I just feel like that the mistakes that were made, the 9 car was fast, but he made mistakes. 5, the 21, the 77 had some speed, and he made a critical mistake on the next to last restart and spun it out. There's a lot of critical errors were just made, and they just recover from it.
Yeah, the Garlic Red Goat 21 actually finished 5th with the 77 of Compliant Goat, Compliant Crab finishing 6th there. And then next person outside of that was actually, hey, good, yeah, awesome. And so after that, the next person to finish would have been the 8 car of Zero Tolerance. And so with that being said, Garlic Bread Note, number 21, man, you had some speed at times tonight.
Include your audio.
There we go.
So you had some speed at times tonight, and but there were times when it seemed like you were just a little too free, like you were driving it a little loose, trying to find some speed. Talk to us about that third stage when you actually did start finding that speed, getting towards the front of the pack, and what happened that caused you to not be able to run there any longer.
I don't know. I guess just the line that I was running. Able to kind of figure stuff out. You know, it's a long race, so you know, I've raced at the track before, and yeah, it takes me a while to get kind of used to things.
Okay, and I do want to say that I mean, you guys fought vigorously. I mean, there were times all of you were at the front. What was going through your head going into this race, and what's something that you'll be able to take away from it as you guys as we get the results here very soon?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to turn my down on this. Can you repeat that?
I'm just saying that where was your head coming into this race, and what will you be able to take away from this race, regardless of the outcome of the points once we get them?
My biggest takeaway from this race is just it was a different style. I've never raced manual cautions before, so I thought that was definitely interesting concept.
You're trying to do the interview, it's not letting me join you.
All right. Who is that?
Okay. Well, I do thank you for driving. I really like that smooth going, just straight white car you drove tonight, and man, we wish you luck in the future, and we hope to see you soon. Who got over there, kid?
Personally, I don't have anybody. I don't have anybody else.
I think the Plot Crab, man.
Oh, yeah, you did. Oh, there he is. Okay, I see you joined. All right, Crab, you actually look strong for most of the. You had your moments up there where you were in the front row. Just kind of take me through what your mindset was for most of that race.
Yeah, I was pretty happy with my Camaro Advent car. Had a strong race today. I feel like it would have been a top 5 car. We showed it earlier and just finished P10, but want to thank the crew, my team. We did pretty good out there, but hopefully next week we come out here on top.
Oh yeah. So later in the race, when things kind of started to get out of hand, at least from a team standpoint, because some of your guys started to exit the race. Tell me what you were thinking late in the race. Were you kind of just racing for pride, or were you still trying to go for the? Did you still think that you had a chance to win the actual matchup itself, or what were you kind of doing down the stretch?
Well, I have the mindset every time I come to a race, try to get to the first place there. I'm going to take it one person at a time. Whoever's in front of me, I'm going to get past if I can and work my way up.
All right. Well, for joining us for this review and job on your fish today and your strong run. Hopefully, again, we'll see you in the future as well.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yep.
Hey, BL, who you got sitting there next to you?
Got zero tolerance. Man, you got me. Got your audio included here. Got your audio included for the stream?
Gotcha. Yeah, what's going on? There we go.
All right, man. I asked some hard-hitting questions here. Beat around the bush. Ain't gonna much you. Your car looked good out there. You're running pretty well. What was up with some of the late race shenanigans that went on with the team? What was words coming through the headset from the league owner down to you guys on backing it down, kind of control your composure. Coming into stage 3, it seemed like it was kind of, the win chance kind of went out the window. Like, what was the next final thought here going into that final run?
Well, it seems like there's some exchange of pain out there. Of course, there are some guys complaining about others not staying in line and running their line. So, but other than that, I mean, we had a good time. Whether we won or whether we lost, I mean, I enjoyed it. So, whether they didn't, they don't live their life for them.
Yeah. I mean, I saw some pretty old moves out there. You know, watching from above, it was easy to kind of pick and choose, and not I could have ran it any better than anybody else. But you're looking at it from the bird's eye view where we were standing. Tell me what it was like from stage one when it was guns blazing going into one. Y'all hadn't raced each other. You don't even know who the guy to you is when you qualified. What was it like racing against other people that you have no idea who it was?
Well, I mean, it's almost like a normal league night. I mean, normal league nights tomorrow, but I mean, we raced pretty clean. We just ain't never really raced on that track. We only had practice laps on it, not racing against other people. But obviously, they had a lot faster cars than we did. But I looked like a crew chief over here with two headsets on, actual chief headset looking thing. Over here trying to listen to both headsets. And
since your league sprint here, can we go ahead and get a little info on the league? Kind of what time y'all run, what it's like on your social media, and how can we get people to come join the Nasbros league here? Get y'all some more people joining in.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, at Nasbros, we're sitting about 20 people right now that's actually racing. We have a 40 roster. But, yeah, dude, Thursday night at 8 o'clock Central Time, we're on racing. So, you got anybody?
What series do y'all run? And y'all had any social medias out there for the viewers that are still watching?
We ran the Cup Series, and we got streaming on Twitch and everything. So, Nasbros League.
Yeah, it's
search Nasbros League, and it'll pull it up.
Okay, well, that sounds great with me.
Also, you tell anybody that we have our own URL at NasbrosLeague.com. They can go there and sign up.
Man, I appreciate the battle. It was good. It was fun. Yeah. I appreciate big time guys coming out and racing, and it was fun. A rookie. We had 2 rookies in the booth tonight. Somebody who really knew what he was doing in Rowdy. So I appreciate the commentary team and to the guys that went out there and raced. Big appreciation. Y'all put a heck of a show, and y'all made it sound better because y'all were putting on a show. So we had something to call it. Wasn't just laugh after laugh, just trying to make stuff up. Y'all were giving us material up here. So I appreciate it big time, guys, and hopefully I'll come down there and race with you.
No problem, man. Have a good night now. Thank you.
Yep, you too, man.
Yes, sir. Here still from the Nasbros League.
That's it.
Zero tolerance, Tony.
All right, so after everything, we only count 3 stages for the points to move on. So first stage, second stage, and fourth stage, we're looking at Piston Cup with a total of 302, and Nasbros with a total of 246. Now, I heard in the chat that we have a bunch of videos that we need to review. So anything can happen. I'm not exactly sure. So at this point, Piston Cup is on their way to the next round, and we'll see what else happens after everything is reviewed. I mean, it was a tough night for both of them.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a long race, 200 laps. They started off good, and I just don't know what happened from there. And I think Nasbros with their lag outs, they have 4 cars lagged out.
Yeah,
so I
at
think
least
that's
4.
what put them behind quite a bit. So we'll review those videos, and we'll get the final result. See if there's any penalties that need to be applied, because there's a lot of bumping and a lot more than we wanted to see. But hopefully they'll move on.
So with those words from one of our commissioners, I would like to thank both of my co-commentators, M Trump 20 and Kid Dynamite 185. joining
There
me
you go.
tonight. And I have had an absolute blast over the course of this week of commentating, but I am tired, and I will see you all in a couple of days for the next or not for the next race. There'll be other races between now and then. But with that being said, from the Family Racing League and from myself and the commissioners, commentators, drivers, and everyone else, y'all have a good night, and y'all go get y'all some rest. We'll see y'all tomorrow for another showdown here at the Fast Family Racing League Showdown here on Rowdy Truck 16 channel.